welcome to Top 4. My name is Peter. Still, by the Lord's grace, an Arsenal fan. I'm joined by Robin, a Manchester United fan.
This how it feels to be City. This how it feels to be smooth. We signed Sancho and we stole Cristiano. Let's go.
I'm joined by David, an Arsenal fan. Oh.
Five, we go. Five, yeah. I started work at 6:30 in the morning, yeah, on Saturday, bro. Man, them are traveling to Man City to watch us get pammed, bro.
Pot.
Aye.
I am joined by AD, a Liverpool fan.
I'm feeling like David this week, man. I'm deflated. 2 points lost. Definitely 2 points lost.
How do you partake in his sorrow with your draw?
I mean, it's disappointment, no? Don't you guys feel disappointed?
You said you feel like David.
I feel disappointed in my team. Yeah.
Unbelievable. And we've got a special guest, ladies and gentlemen. SW6 London, a Chelsea fan. Welcome to the show.
Love for having me on. I'm here debuting for Oscar. Don't worry, man, Oscar. Got your back, man. You'll be cool tonight.
Giving us that voice of God voice, you know what I'm saying? The Barry Whites.
Barry White.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on still.
No problem. Let's kick things off with the fantasy. Robin, oh my goodness, what a weekend of football fantasy that there was in the Premier League. I don't know about you guys. I've had a stinker.
I've had a howler this week. Like, you know, when the people that you wanted to score, they just did not turn up. That is what happened to me. And that is what happened to a lot of people. So I was thinking, you know what, Jota's going to get something. Did nothing for me. Did nothing for me. I thought, you know what, let me stick in a little Jorginho or what stuff. Did nothing for me. Fernandes did nothing for me. Basically, all my points came from my defenders. Bare sixes. Got bare clean sheets.
Bro, you had Tony on the bench, blood.
I know. And I was thinking, I was like, he's not going to do anything this week. But no, he scored. And I was like, yeah.
Boy.
So I dropped. But the thing is, though, it's literally 20 points between 9th and 40th. So it is still all to play for. In terms of who's done well, Adrian's jumped back up a good 62 points. He's now up there fighting. Closely but Oscar. And then David's there.
You know what? Kojo got 70.
Guys, look at this formation, man. Then what is this?
Who's that?
Who did that?
That's Big Dog, bro. Big Dog FC. Bro.
Oh, Big Dog. Are we still on Big Dog watch?
We are on Big Dog watch. He's going to have a mare all season long, thanks to Oscar. That sabotage of a team. Shout out to Kojo's Jolloff's Kings. Got 70 points this weekend. Captain Mikel Antonio. I've been thinking about putting him in that side.
I've been thinking about him.
He's done bloody well.
I can't lie. Bloody well. I'm waiting until tomorrow when the transfer window closes. Then I might have to wildcard because there's bare transfers that's happening.
Wait, guys,
have to do it.
Cristiano Ronaldo apparently is going for 15 million. Do you do it? 50 million is far too much money.
No. That means I need to get rid of Salah, bro. That's not happening.
That's the thing, innit? How many goals this season do you think Cristiano Ronaldo will get?
I don't know. But hey, going through the comments very quickly. Lola O says, hey, my guys, big up Lola. We got Brandon Nelson. He's there. He says, Philip, good. Rubber Ducky's in the building. He's saying evening, guys. All right. Also, Abdi's in the building. He's talking about CR7, but we'll get back to this comment soon when we get to the time points. But in the meantime, shall we go to where we want to start, Mr. Peter?
Oh, for goodness sake, do we have to do it? First of all, before we kick things off, and I'm going to say this about the entire Premier League weekend, not just the Arsenal game, but throughout the entire weekend, the standard of refereeing in this country is getting beyond a joke. Somebody needs to arrest this situation and take a grip, because even with video assistance, they're still woeful. Okay. But anyway, let me just get my rant over. City, God, David, Manchester City 5, Arsenal 0. I'll talk on City. You can kick off with Arsenal, and then I'll come on the back end about Arsenal there. Here's 3 points I made about Manchester City in this game. 3 points I've made, okay? Number one, City didn't break sweat. Not one shirt had a leak. Yeah, not one shirt. Big up Benjamin. Not one shirt had any ounce of sweat. There was no water. There was no liquid on that shirt. Okay, it's pressed, still freshly ironed shirts. Okay. Number two, they didn't get out of second gear. Can we agree? They did not get out of second gear.
They're playing with Crocs on.
It was leisure football. It was leisure football. Okay. And the third thing I noticed, and it was after a while, and I was just sitting, after a mauling, you're just sitting there for 10, 15 minutes. And I was literally saying things like, things that are rare in a normal day-to-day match day, right, always seem to happen between Arsenal and Manchester City. Number one, sunny weather in Manchester, okay? It should never be sunny in Manchester. But for some reason, whenever we turn up to the Etihad, I have seen us get countless times getting battered in the sun in Manchester. That's number one. Number two, 3 goals minimum every time we play, either at the Etihad or at the Emirates Stadium. 3 goals minimum. Man City, when they went 3-0 in the first half, it was just, this is just our standard. This is normal base for us, okay? And then also, short guys winning headers. I mean, for goodness sake, how many times do we have to? Last season, Raheem Sterling scored a header in the penalty area at the Emirates Stadium. This time, 5'8" Gundogan. 5'8" Gundogan. And Ferran Torres, I don't know how tall he is. I didn't bother to check. But Ferran Torres also winning headers as well. It is just, this on this game alone, City's performance can't be measured and their title race can't be measured because guess what? It's Arsenal. Okay? David, over to you.
So what I need for this week, all Arsenal fans around the world, I don't give a damn where you are, you need to hold this L, bruv. I need all of you to hold it because the Wednesday before this game, bruv, everyone was waxing lyrical, blood, yeah? Goal of the month. West Brom was so disrespectful. They said, we got bigger fish to fry. We don't care about Arsenal, bruv. We need to get promoted, bruv. So they canned the league up. Everyone's running by my blood clot, young and all that. Me, I kept quiet. Check my Twitter. I did not say a single word because I knew, blood. A Pamage was coming on Saturday. And I should have put a bet on because I knew Xhaka was going to get himself sent off. He's an absolute tool. I need this Arsenal fan base to hold this corn, bro. Every man that travelled, bro, to Manchester.
Right. Before you carry on, David, I got a few comments to get through because he's talking about Xhaka himself. Lola says, how many times
wait. Let's hold that one.
Thing, bro.
Bookmark that one. Bookmark that one.
Dude, we're coming to that one.
David, I'm with you. Anyone that went to the Etihad on Saturday, you're a fool and a moron. And I'm not sorry for any one of them. I'm not sorry for any one of them. Not one of them am I sorry for.
Bro, AFTV, I don't care if you dislike them or you don't like, all of you need to hold this one, bro. Man, they were waxing lyrical about Ramsdale, all this nonsense. About my blood cut. This was West Brom B team, blood. And man, them thought, we're gonna get another video come out. De Bruyne's out injured. Clowns, bro. You knew we were gonna get pumped. And then Arteta comes up with Odegaard and Thing in midfield and Xhaka in a 3-5-2.
In a 3-5-2.
In a 3-5.
What was going on there?
We have a number 10 playing in central midfield. How stupid is this guy, bruv? We have our left back that we're trying to sell. He's playing centre back, bro.
Hey.
We got Cedric. Yeah? All our right backs are trash. All this just need to be binned, yeah? And hey, what's Xhaka's number?
34.
34. Number 34, yeah? The guy, over his Arsenal career, 5 years, he has told you, I am the GOAT, greatest of all trash. He's undiluted, unfiltered, grade A, bro. The industry standard of absolute horse manure trash. He's shown you time and time again. All his red cards have been stupid, bro. Unnecessary, bro. And you gave him a pay rise. And they're still making excuses. He's an international player, bruv. Quick question. Where was he against Finn? Who did Switzerland go out to?
France. Oh, no. Who did they go out to?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember. I
Who
can't
did play,
remember.
bruv?
Italy.
Was it Spain or Belgium?
It was Italy because
Was it Italy?
scored. Yeah, it was Italy. And where was he? Do you remember where he was?
Oh, he was drinking coke.
Why? Hey, what, Adrian? Why was he drinking coke?
It was suspended. I'm assuming.
Suspended.
When you need him, he is never there, bruv. The guy has OG. I've had enough of this thing, and I keep telling you, Peter. Culture off the pitch is now seeping onto the pitch, fam. Stan Company, and I'm Arteta in, bruv. Because the main man needs to go first, bruv. I don't care who you change.
David, can I be real?
I'm being so serious, guys.
David, at this point,
no.
He's a fundamentally awful coach, bro. Like, I'm so sorry. You look at that flat back five he took to the Etihad, right? Now look at it. You mean to tell me William Saliba isn't better than Syed Kolasinac, a left back he's trying to sell, Rob Holding, or Callum Chambers, bro? Come on.
Adrian,
you mean to tell me Guendouzi doesn't start that game?
Adrian, until that man at the top goes, Arsenal will never see the glory days ever.
I don't know.
Again.
No, but bro,
it's not happening.
I hear that.
I'm going to keep beating this drum until people understand this, bro. Conte is not going to come to this nonsense, bro. You'll probably get him. Maybe if you pay him the P. When he sees the unseriousness, he'll resign.
He's a man of dignity. He just walks.
He'll walk, bro. You saw what he did at Inter. Man saw them about to sell Lukaku and Hakimi. He said, "I'm out, blood."
Took his Syria, though.
Right, I have to drop because there's bare comments that's just talking about everything and get through. We got Lola. She says, "How many times have I said the Xhaka's useless guy? He always calls us nothing. He brings to work. Is what he costs."
You know what's funny about Xhaka?
What you call it?
Arsenal would have been saved so much misery. All his mum had to do was buy another pair of keys. Do you know that? All this pain and heartache.
You're a mug, I said.
That's why apparently he's such a great leader, isn't it?
We got footy agendas. Big up footy agendas. Not gonna lie. I expected more fight from the team. He spent 130 million in the transfer window.
How much of that money was on the pitch? Let me ask you that question. Because I didn't see none of my new signings. Sambi Lokonga on the bench. On the bench. I couldn't believe it. I saw we walked in.
That was shocking.
It was unbelievable scenes. Unbelievable. Listen, guys, I will criticize every single one of you who packs their bags to go on a holiday. If you've had a mare in your suitcase, I'm coming for you. The same way Arteta packed the bags and took he took the back three, which is all Wenger's players, by the way. These are Wenger's centre halves, and two of them don't even play centre half. Murray's on the bench. The one that you signed, he's on the bench. Why? You know what I'm saying? Sead Kolasinac, we've been trying to get rid. We've been trying to get shot of him for I don't know how long, and he's playing as a centre back against Manchester City, against the champions of England. In midfield, David has already mentioned Odegaard and Xhaka are your central midfielders. First of all, who in the world goes with two in midfield?
Who does that? You're sick of
two in midfield at the Etihad. How can this be?
No, and Peter, Edison was taking. I watched the highlights. Edison was taking the absolute piss out of us, bro.
He was bored. There were moments
he lost concentration.
He lost all concentration.
He must have come out in midfield at a point.
No, did you see him afterwards, bro?
Yeah.
He was casual, bruv. I was like, okay, bruv.
Even one of the goals, man, he started the build up really and truly, man. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
It's too easy. There were moments in the game where the crowd was shouting, shoot, when Edison was on the ball. That's one of two things. Either you think from the goal kick he's going to score from there, or how deep was he in the midfield? How close was he to goal for people to be saying shoot? It's an absolute joke. I cannot, you know what I'm saying? But look, David, we were at Brentford, weren't we? It's the exact same thing. It was the exact same thing. And it was the exact same thing against Chelsea. And it's the exact same thing at the Etihad, even with a different formation, different personnel. The one constant, however, is who? The manager. So, David, I hear you on terms of you've been an advocate about this owner situation. And I totally understand that. Please believe me. But when you're spending 130 million, 100 million per season, okay, you look at the amount of money we spent since Wenger was gone. Okay, look at the amount of money we are spending. Then I can't just go to the owner. The owner's not the first guy I go to.
He's the number one. Because listen, You have spent 130 million of my money, bro. Where is my fee? I said, no, sir. I lie. Where's my return on my investment, bro?
So his lack of accountability. You're saying,
that's exactly what I'm saying, fam.
He's not punishing mediocrity, is he,
bro?
Yeah.
Big
up, boss like Endo. He's got a stat for you, man. City have won 10 of their last 11 league games against Arsenal, keeping a clean sheet in the last 5. Last Arsenal player to score against City in the league was Lawrence Koscielny.
Flipping hell, Lawrence Koscielny.
Oh, we got a new viewer, Casual R.
What's that Casual R?
It's not a saucy all or nothing series without attacking with 4 episodes.
Mandem, by the way, that Arsenal documentary, if that Arsenal board had any love for the club, any self-respect or dignity for themselves, they'll scrap production immediately. No, guys, what's going on at that football club can't be publicized and broadcast for the world to see, because this is dire straits now. If you had any love or remorse towards this club whatsoever, you'll burn the disc. You burn it.
Oh my goodness! On a real listen. Amazon. We said it last week. Episode 1 should come out now. If they want to capitalize on this, get it out now. Do not wait till next year, because the heat and everything that is on right now, you don't even, when it's next year, you're like, all the hype is gone, the emotion is gone. Right now, in the thick of it all, Adrian, you're right. If they love the club, they should pull the plug. Pull the plug. They should, and delete all footage. Because how can they expose this next summer? It is just. I don't know, man. I don't know. And then Arsenal fans were cheering City goals. And that started getting me annoyed, because it was just like, you're trying to take the mick and whatever else and be ironic. But what are you not doing going there? Why are you going?
That was a new low for me, I didn't even think 100%. I'd ever see Arsenal sitting there doing that. That was crazy, man.
It was mad.
Big up, Easy 9-2.
It was one of them ones as well. I think I swear, like the chant to this podcast, they were celebrating like they scored goals. I'm pretty sure there was a chant, let's pretend we scored a goal, and they just started cheering, because that's how pathetic it got. It was that bad. But I don't feel sorry for any of them. If you'd gone up there, what did you think we were going to do up there? And the fact that, so many of them still stayed at the end, and then they were applauding the players. Like at the end when the players went over. What are you applauding them for? That was one thing that really ticked me off.
There's no fight.
Because you know how much money that fan has spent? Because getting up to Manchester is no mean feat, and especially when you just find out a week ago, oh, by the way, it's at 12:30, so you need like an 8 o'clock train or 7 o'clock train to get up there. Then you're paying for the match ticket. I haven't eaten yet. Do you know what I'm saying? I haven't eaten a thing, and I've got to Manchester. I could spend £200 easily by the time I've gone back home. You know the ones. You don't even get back home until the 5:30, till the Liverpool-Chelsea game was finished. You're probably not home yet. So I'm clapping them for what I couldn't understand. Baffled me. What's Footy Agenda saying? Has there ever been any other Spanish defender playing his trade in Brazil to get big up like Mari? I mean, City had them. City had him, and Pep didn't play him once. So what's Arteta loaning him and then buying him for?
Alamba should have been ringing.
Pep mad disrespectful. How are you going to slap at a man who laid cones in training 5-0 and then big him up?
Do you know what? Pep's told the boys, listen, guys, be easy on the kids. Yeah, obviously former employee and whatnot. They still scored 5 on the easy level.
I disagree. I reckon he done it sly, because when he brought on Sterling and Morris off the bench, I was like, oh my days, like that is
he was trying to.
He knew what he was doing. Man.
He was trying to kill us,
in the
bro.
press conference and that after he killed you first, and then after that,
Leno saved that. That should have been 10, bro.
Yeah, that's the only one I reckon can go with his head held high, because he actually stopped it being double digits.
Listen, I love going to away games. Yeah, I'm a big advocate of going to away matches. The only stadium I want to go to this season is Tottenham Hotspur, and that's for the stadium, not for the match, not to see my team play. And there should never be a moment in time where a football fan wants to go to a ground for the stadium. It should never be in their mantra. They should be thinking about 3 points. We can talk about the architecture afterwards. Okay? Oh, how lovely was it? Yeah, it was brilliant when Greenwood put it in the top bin and made it 4-1. Then you could talk about the architecture. But the fact that we as fans are schlepping up there, right? We got Burnley soon. If I find one fan at Burnley, at Turf Moor, because you're not going there for the stadium, so what the hell are you going there for? What on earth are you? You're just a mentalist. That's what it is. That's what it comes down to. They're all crazy. Like I just honestly, it's just, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. What's it? Shearer put this quote, and I put a series of quotes on the Top 4 podcast, at Top 4 podcast on the Twitter. I don't know if any of you man saw it, but let me add one more comment to that, because this is what Alan Shearer had to say on Match of the Day. He said, one movement to the right, and if the defender is thick enough, which he is, and I couldn't even finish the quote. That's what he said, because I think it was the Ferran Torres header in that almost the 6-yard box. And he's talking about Holding going with him. He says if Holding is thick enough, he will go with him, which he is. And then he lost him. Ferran Torres lost his defender and scored. The amount of quotes I've got from that game. I don't know if you want me to reel them off whilst you're collecting the comments there, Robin.
Go ahead. There's a few more that I saw. I was interested.
I did a thread.
Big up Lolo says, this man gave Oba a big bad contract and then decided to switch up how the team plays in a way does not suit him.
Yeah, insane.
He's actively playing in a way that's playing to the weakness of the players. What's like Endo's saying, which is worse, Arteta's Arsenal or Roy Hodgson's Liverpool?
Great question.
Debate.
Great question.
Bro, Roy Hodgson
ED92 said, yeah, I didn't understand the applaud in the squad that just got packed 5-0. What are they celebrating? And then Casual R says, anytime Pep bigs up a big team, beware, he knows something no one else does.
Spot on. It's some quotes that I wrote down because I couldn't do anything else in this game. I ain't going to just watch the pain. I might as well make some comedy out of it and bring some content to the Top 4 podcast. Darren Fletcher, the commentator on BT Sports, said it's shambolic defending from Arsenal. That was goal number 1. Steve McManaman said City have scored 2 goals without even trying. Steve McMahon also went on to say Arsenal are all over the place. These are comments that people should not be saying about football clubs or in a football game whatsoever. Martin Keown says which one of the back 3 is picking him up? Why? These are not questions you should be asking. And you're commentating on the game. You know them all, so you should know more than anybody. Even the referee, Peter Walton, you know the guy on BT Sport that's always backing the referee for obnoxious decisions. He said in regards to Xhaka's red card, he dived out of control. How can somebody articulate words like this? What's his name? Steve McManaman, again, top form he was on. Chambers 1-on-1 with Jack Grealish is just a mismatch. Shake, pass, goal. That's exactly what he said. Unbelievable stuff. Jake Humphreys also said it's been a stroll in the sun for Manchester City. Joe Cole just said Ilkay Gundogan is 5'8". That's all he said about him. And we moved on. Jolyon Lescott said on Xhaka's sending off, the ball was going for a throw-in. That's what he had to say about that one. Cedric, not in line with his central defenders. Steve McManaman. You wonder what's going through. This one really annoyed me because a lot of people were saying this. You wonder what's going through Kieran Tierney's mind. Why? First of all, why? Getting beat easily every single week. Tierney did not cover himself in glory. Let's be very, very clear. I don't like this agenda on Kieran Tierney. I don't like this narrative about Kieran Tierney. It really, really pisses me off. And finally, Darren Fletcher, the crowd urging Edison to shoot. By the way, that's the goalkeeper. There's nothing more I have to say about this game. I'm sick to death of it.
Pete, yeah, I feel like, you know how Gabriel started off well?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the spirit of stupidity in our defense affected him at some point, yeah. I feel that's Kenny, he survived that thing. He's gone. Now it's hitting him, bro.
Yeah, he hasn't played enough games. That's why. The reason why he looked like he's dodged is because he hasn't played enough games. He's probably got like 50 Premier League, 50 games for Arsenal at this moment in time. I mean, you know, Arteta's post-match, right? When they asked him about his...
I got one more. I need one more comment, bro. One more, yeah?
Go on.
So I know everyone wants Arteta out, yeah? He needs to grab Edu with him and Vinay and the thing. They can do. Another one, and I've had enough, bro. He needs to go, bro. Go back to Spain. Partey, I'm sorry. You got a dip, bro.
Partey
has got... Do you know
David,
where
was he?
Where was he?
You know where he was, Peter? Do you know where he was, Peter?
Before you expose it, guys, you think I'm onto Africans. Now, listen. The reason I do this is because I expect better. I hold them in high regard. These are my people. Why is Thomas Partey doing shenanigans? David, where the hell was he?
He was We've just been piped 5-0 and you've been pictured, videoed at Yams Festival.
Oh, for goodness sake.
You weren't there to get pounded yam. Enough off, bruv. I've had enough of this crap, bruv.
Moves backstage, David.
Bro, he's got to go, bruv. This is the unseriousness I'm talking about, bruv. You're injured. Listen, if you're a footballer, you do what you want with your thing. But fam, nah. He's got to go, bruv. I'm done. Yeah, what? We've just
Can I be honest with you? You see the Arsenal move day by day. He's looking more. It was lifestyle.
He just wanted to move to London.
Oh, he had enough. He had enough of tapas.
He's patting out.
Hey, Robin, put up
He's at LA Lounge right now.
Let's comment, please.
Holiday Monday.
He cannot. I don't know if you're saying this for banter. No, he's not allowed, bruv. You need to get bruv. Go back to Spain, bruv.
Do you know what? Just don't get caught. We saw Torreira at Disneyland London. Apparently, there's one in London. Unless you lot can tell me there's anything other. Disneyland London. This guy was pictured at on the swings at halftime when we were getting piped by Brentford. He was out there swinging and swinging.
I've had enough, bruv. They need to go, bruv. If Mando are not serious about their football, please just go somewhere else, bruv. I've had enough, man.
Do you know what, David? Yeah, sometimes defeats. 10 years to the day, apparently, we got piped by Manchester United 8-2, and we went for a supermarket sweep. Big up to the crew if you know what that show was. But we went for a massive sweep.
They'll win, you know.
Man, like they'll win, you know what I'm saying? We went and literally bought a whole shopping trolley, a Lidl frigging Jack sale. If Lidl has a sale, you know you're in issues. But anyway, we bought in bare man and bare players, and none of them were good enough. The funny thing is, with this defeat, you think to yourself, you know, there's a day left in the transfer window. Doesn't look like we're moving anywhere or doing any bits. Here's Arteta's quote from about transfers between now and the end of the window. We don't know. This is on potential signings. We don't know. We have already done a lot of things in and out. A lot, he's emphasized. I think it's 16 or 17 deals in total with some renewals. Now, first of all, renewing contracts should never be done in the transfer window. You don't even include it in the package, okay? You can renew after the window's closed. Anyway, we'll move on. Which is a lot of things, and there are still some things to do in the last few days because there's still some question marks and deals that can happen, but we will see. That doesn't fill me up with any confidence. There's going to be some reinforcements in the side. It's just going to look like we're going to be heading players out.
Speaking of transfers, have you heard about your target Emerson on the way to Tottenham? As Sam
what Emerson? Well. Who's Emerson?
The Barcelona one.
Emerson Royale, right back.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got 5 right backs. One of them is Ainsley Maitland-Niles, and we saw his post today on Instagram.
Fam, that was sad. That was sad. Lola brought it up, said, what is he doing with Ainsley Maitland-Niles? He can naffle for that. How many players has he messed up?
That's showing like in the dressing room is turning. Honestly, I don't know how long he can hold on. Like even I was thinking about your date. Obviously, you said September 27th after the North London derby. The more the weeks go on, it's looking shaky, man. You got 2 winnable games next, but it's just looking crazy right now.
Thing is, SW6, if we win those 2 games, it's a big if, okay? We will get beat by Spurs. We're going to fold into their hands quite comfortably.
Harry Kane will score, and that's it. Game over, blood. You will see the Emirates turn, bro.
That's what you know.
That's why I'm worried because the fans are back. It's different. It's different now because they're actually there. So
Mikel escaped death last season with no fans there. He's not escaping it this year. And that's the only thing that's going to make me feel like, okay, we're going to start again. Listen, game 41. Remember what I said the last couple of weeks? This was game 41 now, okay? And now I think we will start after the international window. It'll be game 1 against Norwich. Hopefully 3 points. Look at me. Hopefully 3 points, right?
Wow.
But this is where we are. The truth of the matter is we're 20th place. Tottenham are 1st place.
What? Norwich is a 6-pointer?
Norwich is it's a relegation scrap. It's a 6-pointer. It's a friggin' relegation dogfight. Is that what they call it? Flipping hell. It's an unbelievable.
20th.
The thing is,
9 goals conceded.
You know what it is, Robin?
0 goals scored. And
what?
I forgot. I wish I had the picture of the stats of the game. At one point, it was 97% possession to Man City. You had
Honestly.
1 shot and a 0 on target throughout the whole 90 minutes.
We didn't even make 200 passes.
Walkabout.
We didn't have 200 passes.
I'm sure Rodri did half of that by himself.
Exactly. And he's there bending curlers as well. I don't see Rodri shoot often. When the DM says I'm going to have a pop, you know what kind of scenes we're in.
Honestly, guys, I'm tired of all this, bruv. It's not even funny anymore, bro. I don't want to be angry. It's just like...
David, you know what sums us up, yeah? We will sack Arteta when no one's available. You know that? Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
There you go. There you go.
How many men were available last season and I was spitting then? Right now, you've got Conte, you've got Zidane, you've got Valverde, you've got Eddie Howe. There's a few others that, I don't even want to put them in the same conversation. But knowing us, we'll sack him and then there'll be nobody to look at. Freddie Ljungberg will be back at the helm.
Why in good conscience would someone like Antonio Conte, who, by the way, left Inter Milan due to similar incompetence, why would he, in good faith, look at just what Arsenal are doing and say, this is a place I want to come? Why would Zinedine Zidane look at what Arsenal are doing right now and say, this is the club I'm choosing to further my career? Now, right now, bro, you're going to get to that place wherein Arsenal was a genuinely unattractive prospect, bro. If it's not there already.
It's literally Leeds 2.0 at this present time.
Right.
Yeah, the thing is, we need our Klopp. You know when Liverpool were in that moment, okay, they got in Brendan Rodgers, which was like, okay, it's a coup. You know what I mean? He did a little bit for the club, but they needed somebody to get them over the line, and that was Jurgen Klopp at a time which he left Dortmund. Of course, his reputation wasn't high. It was quite low, especially as I think they were even in relegation form at the time.
Do you remember that season?
Yeah, that season was awful. I remember him.
What the hell's going on?
We had Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League group stage at that point, and he said when it came to they were playing us at the Emirates, and he was saying something like, "It's just good to get a break from the Bundesliga. Like that's what this is. We just want to get a time away from Germany so we can play in another country, and it will feel like a pre-season." So we need to have that person where, to answer your question, Adrian, the truth of the matter is Arsenal do spend some money, as it's the point I'm always making about every year. If Conte has got the 130. He probably doesn't spend it as freaking scallous as
he doesn't spend 50 mil on Ben White. I can tell you that.
Yeah, he doesn't. But there are more. Listen, a manager doesn't solve everything. Of course not. There's so many things to be fixed. But these guys have gone to bed with Arteta, and then no matter what, we're gonna have to slug this one out, literally. We're 20th place, like legit, after everyone's played.
Wow.
Can we move on, please?
Yeah, can we get away from this?
What game are we going to next?
We've got... I was going to go to Anfield.
Okay, let's go there then.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Peter, Arsenal have spent a higher net spend than Chelsea in the last 6 seasons. There you go. That's why Conte could come in.
In fairness to that, Chelsea could get like £25 million for a reserve player you've never heard of.
I don't think that's not a fair comparison.
in that, I mean, he's put net. Of course, Eden Hazard went for 100 million, didn't he?
Yeah.
So there are some situations. So the club is like a diner.
A dinger.
Like a dinger with a Lambo chassis slapped on top. Oh,
that's pretty much what they are.
I mean, our wage bill is still like Champions League money. Like our wage bill is still high. And I'm hearing Williams going out the door. Who knows who else is going to go out the door?
Terminated.
Do you know how bad that is? That he said, "Hey, ban this, blood." What footballer do you know says, "I give up money to go, bruv"?
Just to leave.
Just
I mean, we
to
did
leave,
it. Didn't we do it with Mkhitaryan? We did it with Mkhitaryan. We did it with.
Didn't you?
Mustafi.
Do you have to pay up? Do you have to pay up his contract, or do you just?
I don't know what the details are. But Mustafi, by the way, who can't find a football club now, right? We're terminating contracts for players who can't find football clubs now. And Sead Kolasinac, I bet you if we terminated his contract, he won't find a club fast either. You know what I'm saying? It's nearly September. Arsenal do have the most expensive front three in Premier League history. Are you hearing that, people? And AD, to your question, that's why. Because the money is there as long, but honestly, we've had good form of this since Wenger. You know what I'm saying? Wenger did have his mares as well. Our
That
last good
2016.
signing. Yeah, our last good signing, I want to say, is Alexis Sanchez. Everything after that, scrap heaps. Absolutely. I would have said Cazorla, but I remember Alexis came that 2 years later, which I'd say, yeah, that was probably a good transfer. But yeah, let's get the hell out of here. Any more comments on the Arsenal game before we move on?
Other than that, there's some people just talking about you could have signed Sabitzer 60 million, but he's gone to Bayern for party.
Yeah, I saw on the Twitter. I saw on the Twitter account.
Yeah, Lola said don't scam that Lee.
Oh, it's farcical. They signed their main rivals.
Daylight robbery, man.
Their centre back, their CM and their manager in the same window. It's not a league, man.
It's not. I mean,
they're gonna take Haaland next season. I'm telling you.
I mean, Lewandowski they got for free. Somebody should have been putting warning signs all over that league, and nobody paid attention. Now Adrian has just said the centre half, the manager, and now their midfielder have all gone to Bayern Munich this window. Unbelievable scenes. Let's move on to so not only Bayern can run that kind of job. Honestly, elite and not high fee, by the way. Never high fees. But anyway, Adrian, 1-0 against the Chelsea. What are your thoughts, man? What are your thoughts on overall? Now you've had some time to digest.
I think it'll be good to tag in SW6 on his debut. Get the blood
100%.
pumping. Let's see what he has to say.
Okay, let's kick it off with SW6. Chelsea.
So obviously, big game, Anfield, always difficult. Yeah. I think, of course, they always quick starters, isn't it? So I think Chelsea kind of grew into the game and started settling. Obviously, withheld some pressure at the beginning, but then we started growing casually. Do you know what I mean? And then at the moment that we scored, I thought, all right, you know what, we're in a good position. But we had 2 clinical chances we didn't make more of. And that was, at Anfield, you don't get a lot of chances, you got to take them. And I think that's where we slipped. And then obviously the chaos before half time, like the decision. Yeah. I'll be honest with you, obviously I've calmed down, reflected. I think real time, I didn't think it was a penalty. I always think when it hits your thigh and hits your hand, it's 50-50. It can go either way. But what I couldn't believe was the decision of Anthony Taylor when he went to the VAR and he literally done a U-turn. Like I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And then the red card, when I saw, all you got to do is look at Reece James's face. His reaction says it all because he cannot believe that it's a red card. I can just about accept that it's a penalty, whatever, but what followed after was crazy to me. Other than that, I think different game in it, 10 men. You ruined the game as well as it's just a normal spectator. Because it was a good game, man. Good first half. And then we just defended well in the second half. And credit to Tuchel because I think last season in the Lampard first half, I think we would have crumbled. I don't think we would have held, you know what I mean? So
facts.
That's how I see it, man. That's how I see it.
I just want to say Kai Havertz's header, world class. Yeah, oh my God. How did he score that? I genuinely don't know. I haven't got a clue. But I think you're right about the, for the neutral, because I was loving the game, end-to-end stuff, and that red card definitely took the sting out of that. It was a case of Chelsea had to pick their moments of when they were going to go and score. Liverpool, obviously having all the ball and everything else, having all the chances. Adrian, how disappointed are you that you didn't leave with 3 points, considering you're playing up against 10 men, albeit the European champions?
No, mightily disappointed. I think if we rewind back in time, and let's say that's 18-19 Liverpool, they find a way to win by hook or by crook. They win 2-1. They somehow get over the line. I think for me, I can't lie to you, man. Sadio Mane is starting to look like I gave him a season of grace. I said, you know what? You haven't had any breaks. You're knackered, but it's just that explosivity is gone. Like he doesn't seem to know how to beat his man anymore. Obviously, his eye for goal. It was questionable in his peak. Now it's like he's blinded, he's wounded in one eye. So it's almost like that's not great. Obviously, we know what Firmino is, and then I think that don't these guys get tired of just spamming the ball into the cross 74 times, so hoping it's gonna stick. Like for me, we need more. Also, as well, what that game noted to me is Chelsea are down to 10 men. Who can we bring off this bench to positively impact this game? Who can we bring off this bench to change this game, to give Chelsea something different to think about? Because it's not going to be Origi, it's not going to be Minamino. So bitterly disappointing. Because don't get me wrong, Chelsea were, and by the way, I think we should even talk about Tuchel's masterclass in coaching, and that's actually how to coach a side, not what Dr. Doofenshmirtz was doing at the Etihad. So that's why I call Mikel Arteta now. It's Dr. Doofenshmirtz, because he's got all of these elaborate plans in his head, and he thinks he's this clever guy. He's just an idiot. He's just a moron.
Michael Arthur. Remember that's his name.
This is it, man. Yeah, but I think from the Liverpool point of view, disappointing. I think the only positive is that Van Dijk, he had his first real meaningful test.
Yeah.
I think he passed the Lukaku test.
Do you know what's crazy? I think maybe it was more smart, really. I think Lukaku more battled with Matip. It was a bit more of those two really going at it a bit more. Van Dijk, it wasn't really a battle. He's just always in the right place
to sweep up.
He's sweeping up, man. That was a good battle, though. Obviously, Lukaku, I saw the positives. Don't get me wrong, people be on to him, but he has changed the dynamic of our team incredibly, because we can push up further off the pitch, because he can just, in certain situations, he holds the ball and brings everyone else into play. Just even off the time, like he rolled Matip one time disgustingly because he dived in. 3-4 players on the counter, it's hard to stop. But you just got to be clinical, man. At Anfield, where you get like 3 or 4, and that's it. Other than that, you're really under pressure, man. So I'm happy that we held out, but I just think we were actually doing well. And it's been a minute since we've actually played well at Anfield, so... I
want to echo you guys on Thomas Tuchel, because I think I'm so gutted that he's at Chelsea. Do you know what I mean? Because from minute one when I saw that he was linked, I thought, crap, Chelsea are getting a very, very good coach, and he proved it. That's how you defend the game with 10 men. Albeit Chelsea have got a much better side to say than Arsenal, but at the end of the day, the 1-1 draw kind of looked like deserved. You know what I mean? You didn't really think. I know Liverpool had a few shots on goal, but all the saves Mendy made, I think you expected him to make them.
Routine.
Because I was going to say Mendy had a great performance, which he didn't have a bad one at all. But I felt like when you actually look at it back, if he concedes those goals, you'd say, hang on just a second, And Liverpool, I would be disappointed, of course, when you look at the stats, just 10 men against Liverpool at Anfield. Holy smokes, you expect them to tear the roof off. So, it was a very solid performance, and it shows what kind of character we can get from Chelsea all season long. My doubts about Chelsea, of course, is consistency, but this manager does not look like he's going to let up any of that. So it'll be it's going to be cracking.
I've got a few comments to get through. There's a lot to say about Liverpool and Chelsea's performance. I've got Boss Lagendo, Liverpool fan. He says Jota is just a header merchant, which I don't disagree with a little bit. I don't rate him. Mane is done out as well as Firmino. Failed this summer, this winter, like the last 3 years, and it will cost us.
Just on that, onto that. Yeah. What did you think about like him subbing Firmino so early?
It must have been an injury.
Did you think it helped the team, or what were your thoughts?
If anything, what I would say is that Firmino, obviously, his natural propensity is to come deep. So I do feel like we were sort of able to link play a bit better. Yeah. So obviously, when he come off, like Jota's literally, I wouldn't go as far as what Endo's saying, like he's a header merchant. But that's his game, isn't it? It's sort of waiting for the ball to come in, dash into the near post, or sort of flicking it on. So I do think when Firmino got injured, we lost a little bit.
Yeah, I think it helped us more in the second half, definitely.
Because you were very settled after that.
I think Liverpool, as I said, I'll keep saying it, you need a number 9, bro.
They just need players.
They do, yeah, but Liverpool will be cool, man. They'll be there, man. They're a solid team, man. They'll be there.
Do you know what SW6 though? The problem, I think, where David's going is that if the best way to sort of nullify Liverpool is nullify Salah. So if you take him out of the equation as much as you can, Liverpool don't have anybody else that's going to get them double figures in goals, really. When you can look at, Mane's, form, we don't know if this is now the real Mane or whether Mane's going to come back or whatever, or even Bobby Firmino as well. We don't know how many goals we might get from Firmino. But the truth is, I think there's a lot of pressure on Jota this season because everybody else is not necessarily putting in the numbers.
Firmino, love.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you nullify Salah, then it's like, where are these goals going to come from? And I know you're saying that Liverpool will be all right, but this will cost them the league title if they don't sort that situation out, whether it is recruiting more or whether it is just getting the best out of the others. Because even the midfield, where's their goals from midfield as well? Sorry, where's the goals from midfield? Who's getting them 10 goals in midfield this season?
Bro, it doesn't even have to be as much as 10. Like, bro, 4. Hendo can't give me 4. Thiago can't give me 4. Bro, just something.
So
there's more comments to get through. Boss like added on, he said that our squad is poor. This is why we won't win the league. We brought a left back when we needed a goal. That tells you everything. Our team is just stale now. We need refreshments ASAP. Lola has a question for you, AD. Have you seen Kabak has gone to Norwich?
I heard there's some talks with them. I mean, it's nice he's got a prem move, but to the worst team in the league, I don't know.
She also says Chelsea was better with 11 man than 10. I think Casual R is talking about Mane. Don't get me started on Baldy now.
Oh dear.
He needs to go board though.
He might be talking about the ref though.
Might be the referee. And
Might be the ref as well.
Might be that too. Ikas Elmi, Chelsea fan, that was a performance of champions. Thomas Tuchel has outclassed Klopp twice now at Anfield. I'm so proud of the boys. That was a defensive masterclass. And that was a testament of how good our manager is. Lola O said on the red card, it's a red card and a pen. It hits his thigh first. But then James moved his arm to stop the ball over the line, which is what I think as well. I know it happens so fast, but when you slow it down, I think he swings his arm forward. And what the rules is they're acting that because the ball was traveling towards the goal, you're stopping the ball going into the goal, which is kind of like double jeopardy. That's how I see it.
For me, penalty yellow card, bruv.
Literally.
Penalty yellow card, bruv.
I can just about accept that. Just.
Even if, as Lola's saying, he moves his hand to the ball, you're still saying yellow?
Because I don't think it was deliberate.
You think it was just too fast? Yeah,
I think it was a reaction, a natural reaction.
I think it was a deliberate reaction, if that makes sense.
No, look, listen, I get it, but like, it's hit his thigh, the ball's going in, it's hit your thigh, and like, it's like, oh snap, this is good. I don't feel it's deliberate, but I can see why the ref done it.
Yeah,
I can see why, but penalty yellow card, but let's keep it moving, bruv. It's not a deliberate, like, oh, the ball's going in the net, I've gone, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's a tough one because you can never tell what's genuine.
Yeah.
You can't tell if it's genuine or not. Yeah. But when I saw it, I just thought, red and pen. But then what's terrible was the VAR look that Anthony Taylor was given. Yeah. Or, he should have asked for a video. You know what I'm saying?
Even once,
yeah.
Played it.
Man got a still frame.
Still frame, and that's
in fact, he didn't even make it to the zone by the time he made his decision. He just put his foot in.
Literally done the U-turn. It was mad. You know that meme of the mouse going through the door and coming back out? That's exactly what he done.
For real. There was one toe in that box, and he said, "Yeah, that's my decision." Caught red-handed.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize Taylor's got big beef with is it Chelsea?
Chelsea. Couple crazy decisions. I only found that out after them.
Twitter was going, man. After we're going for Anthony Taylor afterwards.
Petitions and all sorts.
I flipping hate Anthony Taylor. That's 3 times in a row. Bloody egghead. Oh dear.
It says also I don't buy this run of game stuff. If something's a red card, it's a red card. Chelsea should have already been 2-3-0, which I agree with. There was in that game there was shades. The Lukaku, I saw shades of him at United. And that is the Lukaku I saw, and I remember exactly. I was like,
"Are you on the Lukaku watch this season?"
I'm not on the Lukaku watch. I'm not because I know he's improved. But I was watching that game, and they was doing things where there was sometimes where I think Kai Havertz should have passed him when he was like 2 against 3, and he was through and goal. Should have passed through. Those things that was not necessarily his fault. But then there was that run that he made, and then he just tripped over the ball, and I was like, "Yep." There
By
we go.
the way,
if
Chelsea get it together, Kai Havertz is scoring 10 to 15 league goals this season because the guy is ready. He is ready. There was one, I think, was it Mount that hit a cross goal and Havertz wanted it. Yeah, wanted it, laid it to him, and it could have been 2-0. That puts that game aside. Do you know them ones? And I'm thinking, wow, I am looking. Like, I put him in my fantasy team straight away because I thought, you know what, Kai is gonna do something this season. I'm feeling it, especially under Tuchel.
He's great.
Especially.
Even I have to shout out Jorginho as well. I don't know how he does it, man, but he's actually sensational. Big games. Yeah. Turn of the summer. His summer has been sensational, man. I have to big him up. And Thiago Silva as well, when he came on for the 10 man, he led. We needed him.
It's bread and butter stuff for him, wasn't it?
I have to be real as well. Yeah, I feel like with Chelsea, that game. Let's say we fast forward to May, Chelsea win the league. I feel like we could point to this game and we saw champions,
like a change, like a change.
Dark arts, but bear in mind, this was the same bunch of exact same defense, exact same team, bar Lukaku.
Yeah.
But we've seen a difference in mentality. We've seen a guile about their play. They're smart. They know what they're doing, bro. Like for me, I look at it and I think to myself, why can't they win the league?
It's just the consistency, man. I think Liverpool and City is that this consistency level so high now. I think that's what we just need to see if we can last that long. But we'll be there. This definitely gave me more confidence, man.
Spot on. Yeah, it should give you confidence, first of all. Secondly, people are winning league titles on 90+ points. So consistency is legit everything. Everyone's nang on their day, but then when it comes down to it, when it's head to head, Chelsea getting a point at Anfield, this is one of the big title challenges that they've gone to and not lost. Chelsea need to replicate that all over the gaff, which they're more than capable of doing. But then when they play Norwich at home and they start pissing about with Watford away, and it's those games where I'm like,
those are the games, yeah.
That's what I mean in terms of their consistency. Because I think against the big, the top 3, 4, whoever it is, they will probably have the most points out of everybody. Head to head, because I just think they're so screwed on when it comes to those big games, and it's in their DNA. They've been like this for years. How many times have they gone to Old Trafford and got points? Gone to Anfield, gone to the Emirates, gone to wherever City. They've gone and got points. The thing is, it's when you rock up thinking, we should palm these guys, we should just put them aside. That's when the hiccups come, and home or away. So that's my worry with Chelsea. Even on the Tuchel, that West Brom 5-2, I said, talk to me, darling. And even the Villa away defeat, I thought, nah. I thought something's wrong. Did you beat? Correct me if I'm wrong, SW. Did you beat Liverpool at Anfield last year?
Yeah, we did.
And then lost to Villa, and then lost to Villa the following week. Yeah. So it's things like that. I can see Watford giving man banana skin. I can see them ones like teams that should not even be in the conversation.
Chelsea got that as well, man. Chelsea, I like that. They'll fumble some silly games, but we'll see, man.
We'll see how it goes, man. At least it's showing that look, there is a title race on, and Chelsea have said we have arrived as well. Don't forget us. Any more on the comments there? Any more on this game from anybody?
Yeah, man. There's bare comments, bare. So let's get through. I've got Ilkas again. It says, Peter, are you finally convinced about our team? I told you this ain't a Lamps anymore. It's a new Chelsea.
Convinced about what exactly? What's the? Because I don't think they'll win the league, so I'm not convinced about that. I did say they'll be in the title race, but they'll finish third. That's just my opinion on the situation. The game necessarily hasn't really made me change just yet because it's only game 3. Them ones. It's like if this was game after game 15 or 20, and Chelsea pull out this out of the bag, and they're still at right at the top, then I could say, hey, listen, they've come here to play. But at the moment, not just yet. Not yet.
Cool. We got Easy92. I think he's a Chelsea fan, but he hasn't said. So let us know what fan you are. But he's saying very happy with the draw after the way first half ended. Fantastic job securing a point at Anfield.
There you go.
Casual R says Lukaku Sanders coming a bit early. I reckon one of those 2 chances first could have played through to him.
Here's the thing: we all know that Lukaku's is going to miss chances. We know that. Like he's not going to have 10 in 10. It's going to be like literally, he's going to have about 15 to 20 shots, maybe 7 goals. But at the end of the day, you look at it, if a top goal scorer gets 25 goals, right, or 20 goals even, they've missed a hell of a lot of chances in a season. So that will still be there. That will still be there.
A second half was a 5-3-1. What do you expect from him? But like says, the fear factor's gone from us. Normally at Anfield, we spin teams with 11, let alone 10. We have no creative spark. Cross and Inshallah FC, we are boring to watch now.
Hey, did you agree with that? Is the fear factor gone?
To a degree, I think.
Anfield, yeah.
No, to a degree. Don't get me wrong. I feel like obviously when you come Anfield, obviously you know you're in for a game, but I definitely think that 6-game run, although it was an anomaly, it was a freak year, whatever you want to call it. I think for a lot of teams to set a blueprint as to how you can actually frustrate this Liverpool team, and if you negate Salah and you say, we'll just rely on Alexander-Arnold to cross the ball 84 times. If you've got big, decent centre halves, you'll deal with it, which is what Chelsea did. Flat back line, Liverpool couldn't get in behind. Liverpool struggled to create any meaningful chances. So I definitely think now, whereas I think back there it was a thing where it's like open. To be fair, I think it's a thing where if you can survive the opening 10 to 15 minutes at Anfield, you've got a chance. And I think more teams will start to clock onto that Liverpool run out of ideas very, very quickly.
Yeah, it's a plan A team with no plan B. That's how I see Liverpool.
That's fair. Plan A worked a lot of the 1920 season, didn't it? Like that heavy metal fast football from Liverpool needs to sort of come back, where they just suffocate you in 5 minutes. It's 1-0, and then I think that's what needs to come back. But they're missing chances as well, by the way. Like Sadio Mane, Firmino, they're missing chances. So we could have a very different conversation about Liverpool.
I still think they're going to be strong, man. They'll be all right, honestly.
Yeah, I still think we'll win the league personally.
It'll be good, man. Harvey Elliott as well, you know, big him up, man.
Big up Harvey Elliott.
Done all right.
I got a few more comments to get through, and then we can carry on. Sam Lewis, big up Sam Lewis. He says the shot and overall play for Van Dijk will have done a lot for his confidence after being questioned a lot about his potential form and fitness coming into the season.
For sure, yeah.
It was not as deliberate as Suarez.
Nothing can match that. Nothing can match that.
All of our attackers have showed poor decision making, is what Easy92 says. He said Mount has proven me wrong. This from Ilkas. Mount has proven me wrong. However, he needs to fix up his composure in front of goal. It could have been out of sight if it weren't for him. I'm surprised Werner never started though.
Well, at the very least, come on. Yeah, that was very shocking.
I thought he would have come on.
Yeah,
I can see why I didn't, man. I can see.
Yeah,
and then Lolo agrees with you. Oi, Harvey Elliott, Starboy vibes, but in the best way. I'm not sure about Harvey Elliott myself. I still think I need to see more of him. I need to see more of him. That makes sense. That's just fair. I need to see more. I'm not saying I haven't judged him or anything like that. It's like, let me see more. Let me see what he can do. But no, he's had a good start to the season so far. Definitely has. And I thought he would be someone on the bench, but no, he's proven to stay in his spot. And then final war, boss like Endo is still feeling down. We've won 4 of our last 11 games at Anfield, which is actually quite shocking. When you actually
that is very shocking. Yeah. That is very shocking. But last year, you know what I mean? No crowd and everything there. I'm not hearing it. This season where it's a packed Anfield house, you know, I just feel like that 12th man is going to be huge for them this season. They'll be back. For sure.
And then last comment from Ilkas. He's still hotting you up, Peter. He says, Peter, have you seen the away record? If the big teams of the TT, we are unbeaten, bro.
Yeah, but I saw you lose to Aston Villa. And I saw you lose at home to West Brom. Like I said, even I mentioned here, in the big 4 games or whatever, the top 4, whoever, Chelsea will have the most points. More than Man City, more than United, more than Liverpool. I think they'll get the most points because when it comes to the big meat, they're good to go. But when it comes to putting away the meat, the veg, the dibby games, yeah. When it comes to the dibby, that's why because that's the thing. That when the first time it happens this season, guys, you know how I'm going to be on the podcast. When Oscar's here and we're gonna talk about, I don't know, a 2-1 defeat against Watford. I'm just gonna be like, you know, that guy, the guy on TikTok, that Italian guy, just like this. That's all I will do. That's all I'm gonna do. Just be like, here, Your Honor, is my case. But yeah, let's move things forward, shall we? Can we go to Molineux and talk about Wolverhampton Wanderers 0, Manchester United 1? But I'll tell you what, there's a lot more going around Manchester United. Robin, you must be a happy man.
I'm a very tired man. That is what it is.
Tired?
You know how much of a roller coaster the last 72 hours have been?
Fam.
I'll speak on the game first and then we'll speak about the bigger picture. I think this game showed us why Manchester United fans have keep saying we can make all these signings, but the key, we need a DM. And I think it was on display why. Fred needs to get out of this club.
Thank you.
Today.
He needs to join Xhaka.
Today. I invented the new one in the group chat, the mediocrity mafia. He is part of that whole shenanigans there.
Robin, he's
squared.
He's awful. He's actually
awful.
No cap. He's awful. How much did you spend on him?
50 million British pounds
from the Ukrainian league.
He can join Xhaka, greatest of all trash. Do you know how many times this guy had tried to cost you that game, bro?
Oh my goodness,
bro! My gosh,
the whole of Sky Sports highlight reel, all of Sky Sports highlight reel, is Fred trying to give Wolves go and score, bro.
He's give the ball away, It was one of the worst midfield performances I've seen in a long time, and I support Arsenal. Okay, so I've seen many terrible performances in midfield. Because I was watching him and I was just thinking, no Man United fan should think they could be in this. They're in this title race. None should think that, because look at
we keep saying it because I said until we get a DM, it is not.
Bro, just stick McTominay in there, bro.
No. This game made us miss McTominay. That's how bad it is.
That's saying everything.
It made us miss McTominay. McTominay's injured and he won't be back until after this national break. But, my gosh, what an awful player that we have.
He's shocking, lad.
And you know what? I'm just so happy that with the mediocrity that we had in midfield, we had absolutely class people at the back. Wan-Bissaka on job. Varane showed why he is called Champions League Varane. Man of the match performance, just hiding everything up, left, right, and centre.
You're right, Robin. That game should have been out of sight for Wolves. In the first half, this should have been out of sight. Honestly. Last season, you would have drawn that game.
Hey, David De Gea, Hey, fam, De Gea,
Yeah, that was 17-80 De Gea coming through, saving us.
Okay, question. Is the skepticism in me? Good save or poor miss?
No, that's a good save, bro.
It's a good save.
That's a good save.
Very good save.
Second one.
Second one. Jeez. Oh, De Gea, last season's there, that's going in, bro.
Yep.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was screaming at Saiz. I said, how have you missed this from like 4 yards? I'm like, for goodness sake, put it in.
Hey, Pete, did you see the goals De Gea was conceding last season, bro?
No, it's true. He was moving like Pickford. But anyway, to be fair, De Gea has definitely improved from last season. No question.
It wasn't hard to be fair.
And that wasn't, I know. I'm trying to give him a bone, bro.
It was the same thing again going up front. Like, our front line, great, they're going. But it's just like, please put the ball in the net. And then Murder Mace doing the job that he's doing, constantly just left foot, right foot, doesn't matter. You're getting buried. He is the one. And I want him to stay on the right. Just stay on the right. That is you.
It's hard not to like that.
We get Rashford
He's
right.
phenomenal. He's phenomenal.
So he's doing his job. And Sancho had a poor game. Like, I was like, I just looked at him. I was like, mate, this is not the Bundesliga anymore. You need to speed up a little bit. But his time will come. Will come. So I'm not worried.
Robin
didn't have a poor game.
Robin, that was spot on. Someone needs to tell him it's not the Bundesliga, and you need to be putting in 100% effort every game if you want us to give you any sort of ratings, because that performance was woeful. But down to the fact of his effort, not because of his talent, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing. You're not playing Stuttgart away, playing Wolverhampton Wanderers. Okay, they'll give you a hard time if you're not careful. Pogba another assist.
Yeah, no, it was Varane. It was Varane that got the assist.
Oh, they didn't give it. Oh, okay, I thought
they gave it to
Varane.
So if you had Varane in your back line, you would have got loads of points. But
damn.
Overall, I'm happy that we slugged it out, and at the start, we got the 1-0. And that's all I care about at the start of the league. Just get the 3 points, and we move. We can think about consistency and players later on, especially when the Champions League starts, when we get back, about rotation, all that stuff. But good points. We're putting the ball away. We didn't give up. And do you know what was the best thing? When we went 1-0 up, and this is another thing to thank Champions League run, because we didn't panic. normally when we go 1-0 up, we start panicking and we need to go back to defensive vision. But him at the back, he was just saying, calma, tranquilo. That's what he was saying to everyone. Just chill. And it was just nice and tidy. So, when making clutch signings, just improvement. And I was happy. Just happy watching that on the map.
But that's seasoned, isn't it? It's a seasoned defender. Yeah. He's come to Man United, looked at some chaos and said, "What the heck are you not getting ratted for? Yeah, don't you know how this is how you defend? Single file, everybody." And then you know what I'm saying? He did make the shape very quickly. You could tell it was a defender who was like, "I don't know what you lot have been doing these last 18 months or 2 years, but that's not how we defend in Madrid." Okay, less position. Everybody, calm down and pump the frigging brakes. It's true.
Yeah. So. Hopefully, we can sign a DM. I haven't checked Twitter to see anything new that's going on. But 24 hours, guys. Remember, tic-tac. As just September says, 24 hours to sign a DM. And this is, we can have pretty much almost officially say, but hasn't said anything, but this is the last time I am seeing Dan James in a Manchester United shirt. Man. And I'm just like, yes.
What's your beef with him? Him of all people.
He can just run. He can run, and that is it.
By the way, how much are you getting for him?
30. Initially, it was 30 million. Apparently, Everton have come in, and they said they're going to give us 40.
Unbelievable.
Peter, what did I tell you about Everton? What did I tell you? They got more money than sense. It's like a kid in a candy store.
Wait, where's he gone?
So no, initially it was announced to go to Leeds, like Richard said, here we go and all that stuff. But last minute, it sounds like Everton have come in, like tried to hijack with 40 million. I said, 40 million?
What's wrong with these people?
How much we paid Dan James for 15 million? That's how much we paid for him.
No,
30 to 40 million?
See, Arsenal are some dead team, blood. This is how when someone's like a rookie at Monopoly and they just want that last piece so they can just start building, but they're just wasting their money. That is Everton.
Yeah.
Pete. Who wanted Maitland-Niles was 30 million? I forgot who it was.
Wolves.
It's the same club.
Last year.
And we did.
And we said no. The thing is,
what's
amazing is Man United are making profit on Dan James. What's going on? I know you paid 15 million for him, but you're making profit, whether it's Leeds or Everton. Oh my lord!
You see the protest last year when they formed a siege on Old Trafford, yeah. It kind of worked.
It did.
Adrian,
in some weird way,
Adrian.
It worked.
It's worked.
Listen, the protests will be back at the end of the season. The Norwich City scarf will be back.
Maybe the Norwich City scarf, but bro, if you look, let's look at it like this, right? If let's go to May and you said the United summer is going to be Varane, Sancho, who else have they signed?
And Cristiano
Ronaldo, right?
Yeah.
You told me turn the PlayStation off. And then you mean to tell me they've sold Daniel James for 30 to 40 million quid? Unreal.
But where I would turn around, and what many fans that were probably in that stadium at that time were saying, defensive midfield, central midfield. I'm still rocking.
That's what the money. That's what the money needs to go to. That's what the money. Yeah. Sell Dan James. I need a DM.
That's the thing.
30 million, 40 million.
We're talking like just go to your academy. Just go to your academy. They don't even have to go out there and blow out the park. I mean, Yves Bissouma is literally on an ice rink in Brighton, and nobody's picking him up, which I find amazing. If he becomes a Brighton player on September the 1st, I'll be astonished how nobody's going for him. Man United need a central midfielder. Arsenal need one. Liverpool need one. Chelsea maybe as well if they wanted to just upgrade their midfield. And they do not. Nobody's going here. Unbelievable.
All right, I'll get through.
Even Alan.
Before we go on, because there's still a lot to talk about United. Lolo United's midfield is ass.
It's just a big booty, bro. That's
what it is.
Cheeks.
Cheeks. For sure.
For your agendas, Bundesliga's tax is undefeated. Sancho K just had a long series.
Sancho, I love it.
Sancho,
I love it.
The latest series of 40 exports. Abdi, Peter, you can do it.
Wait. Go back to that one. No, we have to pause on this one. Bundesliga tax Guys, we've mentioned this on the podcast before, and I said, name the one that succeeded. From the Bundesliga, doesn't have to be German, but from the Bundesliga, who has prospered? I don't know many.
Aubameyang was looking like the fastest man that ever lived in the Bundesliga.
and what you call it? And Kevin De Bruyne is the only person that I can say has succeeded.
I want to say, no, spot on. But 2 out of how many? Because
Ilkay Gundogan as well.
Oh,
okay. I can say that.
Yeah, I guess so.
Sane as well.
Leroy Sane. There's been it's not that simple, but there have been a couple gone. Kai Havertz won the Champions League.
I bet there's been 100 transfers from the Bundesliga, and you're giving me 4. Okay, all right. Then. We've seen better come out of the Dutch league. That's what I'm saying. But anyway.
Like I said, you can talk to Abdi because I'm done with him for now. He said Fred has let me down again. Can't believe I said he's top 20 in the league. Oh, you remember Abdi?
He's repenting. There's forgiveness. There's forgiveness of your sins because the fact that Fred was mentioned in top anything, unbelievable. Honestly, when he first signed, I just said, "Man, what have you done? You just saw a Brazilian and thought, let's go, let's have a crack."
I saw Fernandinho, then they thought the same thing. Shout to Donetsk, plays slightly over the odds. He's going to turn into a club legends. No.
Far from. He needs to
be sold. Says Wolves move like Brighton, all the XG, but no actual output.
I'm not worried about them though.
Not at all.
They need a striker. That's the only thing.
Bruno Lage is going to get them sorted out, man. They're playing good football. I remember I mentioned before the season started. I said, look, he's an attacking manager. They're going to be all right. They're going to be good.
Yeah, Greenwood to get 15, 20 logo if he carries on like this. I agree.
Do you know what Greenwood's issue is? You know what Greenwood's only problem will be is if Ollie stops playing him, because I can see that happening. Because now you've got big CR7 in the building.
I think he's going to stay on the right. I think he's going to stay on the right. The only issue is when Rashford comes back.
What's your front three looking like?
At the moment, it would be Sancho on the left, CR7 at top, and Greenwood on the right. It's when Rashford comes back, and if he's carrying on the season like he had last season, then we're going to have an issue where do we play Sancho on the right? Do we play Greenwood on the right? But that's a good problem to have. So I'm not that worried at the moment.
Is Tony Marshall still under contract at that football club?
Yes, he is. And he's representing France, by the way. He took out Olivier Giroud's spot. So that is hilarious.
That sums Deschamps, doesn't it, really? Giroud's got a brace, didn't he, on the weekend for AC Milan? But never mind. What's Marshall? How's he picking Tony Marshall for the French squad?
I know it's a few games, but I don't think Sancho will be ready before the end of the year. The agendas will run, and I kind of agree, but we'll see what happens. I think when we go to Europe, he'll be more suited to that than the Premier League.
Me and Oscar have had an argument about Jadon Sancho, and I've always mentioned that to Oscar that I personally don't rate him the way everybody else does. And when Man United obviously linked, was it last year or whatever it was when it was 100+ million, I thought Man United should just shut the door and leave it alone. You don't want that. And then it was like, obviously they've got a cut price, what looks like a cut price, but still 70+ is still extortionate amount of money. Will he be a flop at Man United? I don't think he'll be a flop, but I don't think he'll be good enough for what they've paid. A bit like the Pogba situation at the minute, where it's not a bad signing, but everybody expects more from Paul Pogba, even Man United fans and Paul Pogba fans alike.
Yeah, I hear that. But we'll see. I think Sancho will come very, very well. For your genders, I think we're talking about the Bundesliga. Yeah, Sancho's athleticism is too much of an obstacle. Can't see him hitting that BVB level. Still early days there. I don't think it's his athletics. I think he's very fit and all that stuff. I just feel like he just realized that it's the Premier League and not the Bundesliga, which is a lot faster and a lot quicker. That's all I feel about that. Talking about Dan James, Lolo says Dan James is all pace, no power, no finesse, no sense.
Is he Sterling and Chase? Is he Raheem Sterling and Chase in that? If the right coach, the right manager comes in, can mold him to do something?
Oh no, I feel like if he goes to Leeds, I think Bielsa, or even at Everton, I feel like they will be much more useful to them than they would be at United. Because when we see them at United, all we do is just a run, and that's it. There's no end product. And Ollie's not the man to coach on end product, but I feel like other coaches can do that.
Because you know what, like with Rafa Benitez, for example, I wonder if he can get a tune out of Dan James or Bielsa, for that matter. I think you'll get more product out of that player. I think because obviously, let's remember. Sorry, AD. Let's remember who your coach is. Look at who your manager is. A manager that cannot coach. So when you get an unfinished product, he's going to leave an unfinished product. Whereas the coaches of Bielsa, Benitez, those kind of people, I think they'll actually make something good come out of him. AD.
100. I feel like pace is a valuable weapon to have in your arsenal. And I think even Dan James, he's had good times at Man United. I think it's that sort of period you're playing 5-3-2, and he was one of the two forwards. Like pace will disrupt any defense in world football. So as you said, with Bielsa's brain, you can make him a Premier League serviceable player. Absolutely.
I would have thought the same with Podence, but I heard Podence has gone out on loan somewhere.
Has it?
Yeah, he's gone to a club that I don't know what club he went to, but I remember thinking, like, what the heck? Why has he gone over there?
I think he's a decent.
Not Podence. Podeva. What am I talking about? Podeva. You know the number 7. Paveda. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
Podence. But I heard he's gone to another club.
He's from Ends.
He's from Ends.
Couple more comments, and then we can go about the big.
He's at Blackburn Rovers. That's the one. Blackburn Rovers.
Wow, Javier 2.0.
Samuel says United transfer history will show Dan James out and Ronaldo in whilst making a profit.
Honestly.
And then Lola's responding, IPL. Sterling's always had ability, but his end product was Higgy. Dan James is just quick.
Really? Maybe AD can attest to this. But the Raheem Sterling at Liverpool, I mean, I didn't think was anything special.
No, I think the opposite.
Yeah, he was a baller, man.
Was
Always. He? Yeah. You could see it. Even when he was, I used to see him at QPR and that, man. You just knew this player's destined for something, man. So no, I can't knock it that bad. He was good, man.
Fair enough.
Better coaching it.
Let's see then. Let's see how he gets on. Let's see how Dan James gets on. Anything else on this topic?
Well, we got to talk about the big man.
Oh God, I can't believe it. I genuinely can't believe it.
I'm going to tell you my timeline of events of how I felt. So what was it? Was it Thursday? Yeah, I think Thursday. I think even before that, about a week ago, I started seeing random rumors about Ronaldo to Manchester City. I was like, that ain't gonna happen. Nothing. I didn't pay attention to it. Nothing there. And then it started to constantly appear. So I'm thinking, okay, what's going on here? All of a sudden, Ronaldo just went to, after playing his game, he just went to Juventus, said, I'm not playing for you anymore, and just dipped. Which I think if you're a Juventus fan, I'll be pissed. How can I just come and say, I'm out? Peace. It's a big L. And then all of a sudden, I'm hearing, he's going to City. Fabrizio started tweeting, DeMarcia started tweeting, started seeing all the arrows pointing to Man City. And in my mind, I always say this now and I always say this. My favorite player out of Messi and Ronaldo is Messi. Messi is my GOAT. I've said that time and time again. You can go back on the previous podcast and say that. However, I do have love for Ronaldo. A lot of love. So when I heard that he was going to City at that night where all United fans were losing it, my heart I was just annoyed. I was like, you had the choice to go to many teams and you want to go to City now?
United fans were burning.
I was just annoyed. I was annoyed.
That's what they need to remember as well, They're going, obviously, they're happy now, but he was going City,
Man were burning shirts.
I was just like, I'm not crying all that stuff because at the end of the day, it's his job. He wants to go win titles, and City will almost pretty much guarantee you titles at some point. So I was just like, I have to see him in blue. That is not what I want to see. But I sat there and I was like, you know what? I'm content. But yeah, the people crying, all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. Come Friday morning, he's on the plane thinking, he's flying to Manchester, all stuff done. And then you started seeing rumors about now Manchester United are trying to hijack this deal. And then I didn't believe it until Rio Ferdinand tweeted just that picture of him smiling. I was like, okay, what's happening here? Because Rio doesn't tweet like that. if you know something's going on, something's happened, and I just feel like, come lunchtime, all of a sudden the deal's off with City, and I was like, no way is he coming back. 3 hours later, Manchester United announced the return of Ronaldo.
Do you reckon Fergie put in the bird call quick? That
yes, 100%. I believe Ferguson. He sat there and he said, "I cannot allow my son to disgrace me like this." He got onto the phone straight away and he said, "You're not going to City. You need to come home." That is how I feel about that transfer. And I just feel like, who else called? I think Rio called, Evra called, even Bruno called. It's like, no, you need to come back. And I genuinely feel that's the only reason why he came back to United, because he wanted to come to United, but we didn't go for him. And there's been many times he's been offered to us, and we said no. But I feel like the whole City situation
I think City really forced their hand, man.
Yeah, forced our hands. It's like, okay, you need to come back.
But you know what the thing is, I'm very skeptical about this one. You know, all these phone calls. Fergie sent the call, and then Rio's going on like man made the transfer. Yeah, I don't know if you see Roy Keane's like response to it. He's like, "Don't be stupid. Ronaldo didn't go because these guys called him up. He's just obviously he looked after himself. When Man City, pulled out of the deal, then it was like, well, okay, where to next? And it was a case of if City were still on it, I think he goes to Manchester City. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why City are going on like, oh my God, our transfer, the money isn't there. I'm like, whatever. But clearly the Jack Grealish deal is burning them because they've missed out on Messi. They've missed out on, obviously, Cristiano Ronaldo. There's another player that they missed out on.
Harry Kane.
Of course. There you go. Yeah, Harry Kane. So you look at this situation and thinking, Grealish or Messi? Grealish or Kane?
No.
Grealish
The thing
or Ronaldo?
It was literally the next day.
The Messi one was deep because they just bought Grealish, and then the next day, Messi said, "I'm out."
Adios. Yeah, no. And for me, I just don't think he chooses Man United over. Does he not? The thing is, I just think Man City pulled out. Therefore,
I think
there's no other choice.
I also think Mendes. I genuinely think he does choose United over City. I just feel like part of me says Mendes was playing that. That
even if the money wasn't matched, even if the money if the money was equal, you can argue yes, he'll go to Man United.
Because obviously the Athletic and all these came through today and said I think Mendes just played a game of just wanting United, because I think he did want to go back to United, but United were just like, we don't want you because we don't need Ronaldo. It's the thing is we don't need him, but it is a big signing, and for the price that he's going for and all that stuff. I just feel like the Glazers and
it was a no-brainer.
Words, it was a no-brainer. We can't allow to go to City. No one will allow it. The rifles here, just bring him back. So for me, it's calmed down. I'm just like, Ronaldo's back in the Prem.
Yeah. It's so annoying.
I think it's a big problem. I'm not going to lie to you, man. He is going to lift the place unbelievably. I think the whole mentality he's going to bring, he's going to accept nothing less than 100%, man. So honestly, I kind of leaning towards that. United kind of got to deliver some silverware, man. Because
that's also the catalyst, because it now puts, because if Oli doesn't deliver, he is gone. He's gone.
Robin,
because you can't have all of this.
Robin, spoiler alert, my friend. Spoiler alert. What? He's winning nothing this season.
So he's gone.
And here's the truth about SW6. You said something mage, and I think it's going to be so mage this season. The mentality is what's going to be the difference. Now, whether or not Ollie's got the minerals to coach this side into winning a lot more games than he did last season, but because you can see it very soon. I'm picturing Ronaldo being frustrated come March, thinking, for flip's sake, we're out of the Champions League. We're second or third in the league, and then what else? The FA Cup and League Cup is nothing to me. I don't want to hear. I don't want none of this nonsense. You know what I'm saying? So, personally, I can't see them winning the league. I know people think the expectations should be, but I'm like, hang on a minute. They've got a massive donut hole in midfield, and they've got a manager who can't coach. Those are big. Even Ronaldo. I know Ronaldo is a mega superstar, one of the greatest of all time. But even he is not turning water into wine. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry, it won't happen. How long's the contract, by the way? Out of curiosity.
2 years. 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years it will be done, and that's it. He will leave with an FA Cup or a League Cup. That's how he will leave Manchester United. I'm sure he'll probably extend an extension, isn't it, because of the World Cup? So he probably want to play after that World Cup as well, maybe. Who knows? But honestly, guys, I'm not expecting niche from Manchester United. Even with Ronaldo, I'm sorry.
Sorry about it.
I think it is a game changer. I do think a lot more will happen. I do think we'll score a lot more goals. I think the creativity will be there. But like you said, the main issue is the DM. Can the signing of Ronaldo cover up the hole? Not 100%, but I do believe it does bring something, especially if we're down chasing a goal and we look to the bench. Now there's actual people with or without Ronaldo that we could bring on to actually change the game. From that point of view,
Ron is a machine. You lot, listen to me, boy.
Outscored Lukaku.
He's a machine, man. He'll get goals, man. He's gonna be. It's a problem. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What was Man United's problem last 2 seasons? Is it scoring goals? Is it defending?
It was scoring goals because our defense was actually pretty okay. We only lost 3 times. Draws. We drew a lot. That was our main issue.
You lost only 3 games last season.
I feel like it wasn't a lot.
What?
No.
You should win the Premier League. You got to win the Premier League title if that's the case.
Must have been more because you just a Palace opening day. Liverpool at home. It must have been more than 3.
They lost 6.
It wasn't low. It was 6. Okay.
6. Yeah.
6 is still low.
It wasn't a lot.
It's the same as Man City, in fairness.
Yeah. Yeah. Like we were one of the best defenses. So our issue wasn't defense; it was scoring goals, and especially the home form because we weren't scoring at home. With Ronaldo now, we do offer a lot more, and I do think it has been a big difference between 1-1 and 2-1, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and let's call a spade, right? With the squad United already had coming into the season, with the additions they've then subsequently made on top of that, I'm so sorry to come and say, we shouldn't be challenging for the league, looking to win the league because I got Fred in the midfield. It's a bit of a cop out, if I'm honest. Man United, 100%, bro.
See,
let me get to the comments. Let me get to the comments before you say
anything. Okay, go for it.
Lola O says Ronaldo is a big boy signing, but in my opinion, it's an emotional one. Not one would need, especially if United don't actually bring a top DM. We don't even need a top DM. We just need a DM. Someone that can just do the job.
Who fits the job description? I play in defense. Like, I'd go to Everton and Nick Allen. If, it'll go get Basuma. We're talking about players here that can do a job.
Just do a job and then we'll be set.
They'll probably even sign
Party. Agenda says, I was seeing Bear, now I can stop pretending Messi is not the GOAT. I saw that. Yep. What's like Endo? United have 2 what is that?
OAPs.
OAP.
Disrespect. Cavani and Ronaldo. The signing.
They must say they need a DM. This is how you think signing was planned. They done it Spike City. This is Alexis part 2. I only think the only difference is I don't think Ronaldo will flop at United as much as Alexis did. That's the only thing.
And also, I think this is a trade transfer. Personally, United couldn't have. So I think if Alexis went to City, for me, one of the greatest ever players, City can't be peeping you to his signing. I'm so sorry. Because that, for me, was generational, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That could be the catalyst of a shift.
Yep.
It could be the catalyst of a shift, bro.
AD, you've watched Manchester United most of your life, right? This catalyst for shift thing. Listen, I've watched Man United window after window after window sign top quality players, sign world-class players, have the marquee signing in the Premier League, have top managers, have X, Y, Z. There is no, I know it's Ronaldo.
It's not even
36-year-old Ronaldo at that, but I know it's Ronaldo. But there is nothing that is going to convince me until they are sitting top 2 in May. Yeah, and there's like a 3-point gap. I'm not a believer. There's no catalyst for this situation. I'm sorry.
Dare I say, for me, I'm not even necessarily thinking about it on the pitch. I'm thinking it more as CR7, the brand. Like, when you look at little kids in school, You know when you're younger, I'm sure you support Arsenal today because you supported Thierry Henry or all the black man play for Arsenal. So I think for me, it's a thing where it's like, if that Cristiano Ronaldo, what I meant by generational, we could pinpoint the date where 2021 Manchester City got this mad influx of fans, because there's man like Remy, bro. Remy don't like football. He supports Ronaldo, right? So I think that global brands, that what he represents, for that to go to your arch rivals,
it's nuts.
It's nuts, man. Yeah, it's crazy. United had to arrest that situation somehow. Yeah.
I don't disagree that they probably didn't have to. The thing is, of course, if he's gone to Man City, yeah, with what Man City are and what they've got, I mean, come on, you know what I mean? They would have just been the Harlem Globetrotters basically for the Premier League, right? And that would have been it. But do you sign Ronaldo because he was going to go to City, or do you sign Ronaldo because that's what you needed in your side? You know them well. It's like you can't pass up Ronaldo, like you can't pass up Messi. Yeah, you can't.
Available, you know what I mean?
You can't pass it up. I totally agree. But if it is just to not give him to City, it's not even your deal to begin with. You know them ones. It's not like we got first refusal, so therefore, if we refuse him, we end up making him go to City. It wasn't even their conversation.
Don't remember, P. It's a 12-year loan. It was a 12-year loan.
12-year loan, of course. Yes. Of course. I'll tell you, bro. Seeing Ronaldo at City would have been so disheartening on many accounts, of course.
It would have been.
But at the same time, man, just to see Man United fans be burning, fam. I was here for it, bro.
I was definitely here for it.
I went to bed feeling nice, and then I woke up with a freaking nightmare, seeing freaking Manchester United flipping out. Having Ronaldo on the team might just. Sorry. Have you read that already?
Yeah, no, I read it. Having Ronaldo on the team might just lead to play some more.
That's what I agree with.
It will.
It will. Because
those passes.
The thing is, do you know how Oli and some people allow mediocrity? Ronaldo is a player that does not allow mediocrity. Not one bit.
He does not. He will be spitting at your players when they.
Did you man see Roy Keane bare grinning teeth, blood?
Yeah, he's on the wave. He's on the wave, blood. He said, "Yeah, I'm happy as just as every other Man United fan." He's gassed still.
Can I be honest with you?
Yo,
all those meaty man, I'm talking about Fred in particular. He's so must have left his body. Bro, no, I'm being deadly serious.
That's why Daniel James got sold, because that was literally when he saw on balls. That was the last time you're seeing Dan James, because it was like, right, we know you're not playing anymore, unless it's a League Cup.
because there's a shift, a complete shift in culture now, where it's like your mediocrity, it will get called out, and you're gonna have to up your game or take your game somewhere else, because Cristiano won't stand for it.
That's such a
Cristiano won't stand for it.
Literally, SW6 was saying that. You know what I mean? Like the mentality, what he's gonna bring. He's a serial winner. Do you know what that word serial means? Like it is multiple year after year. Even Juve's poor year last year, you know, he bagged 2 trophies. He's still left with 2 trophies there. So
I think he scored 29 in the league, was it?
So he was top scorer, and won the Coppa Italia. He left Italy.
Yeah, man.
He left Italy being the first player to have top scorer and win domestic titles in 3 countries.
Imagine.
To win all, not just one, all domestic trophies available in that country.
He's a mentalist. He's an absolute nutcase.
Scored over 100 goals in 3 seasons, but
you know, like, listen, I want to lose weight, yeah, but I don't want to be trained by him, because he will drive me into the ground. I will not survive. It's
his standard.
It is go 8 tough
I'm
mother.
Happy
the lot.
I'm just thinking Pogba and Bruno behind this man. Whew.
That's
assist record better be broken.
I do worry for Bruno a little bit though.
He's no longer taking penalties. That's gone.
I think A, penalties and B, you know,
9 goals a season then.
You know the whole standards thing as well.
Yeah.
Bruno, he's just low of averages. He'll attempt a certain pass 10 times. He'll shoot 10 times. He'll come off twice.
But I think he'll be good. I think him and Ronaldo will be good. I don't know why. I just feel like that's going to be a good pairing.
How does he play for Portugal normally?
Normally quite good, but the Portuguese manager just never used Bruno as much, especially in the Euros until the end.
But that's the thing. Why not, though?
I know. The Portuguese manager, I can't remember his name, but he had a howler that Euros.
No, I don't know. I don't want to say it's a theory.
He has a lot of talent there. That's the thing. João Felix was probably the starting one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he didn't use him one bit.
Then people like Jota are there.
Yeah, Jota was just messing up, and even Ronaldo was pissed at Jota the whole time.
Bernardo Silva. There's so many players they've got there. So anyway, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see like what your next game's Newcastle United. That all eyes will be on that. Whether he starts.
Do you know what's funny? It's a 3 p.m. kickoff as well because no one knew. Yeah, it's not on TV.
They're moving that.
On TV.
Don't you worry. Whoever it is, they are moving that game. Ronaldo's debut, and you're not going to have it on television.
Come on, man.
Nope. They're going to break the law and move that. It'll be on friggin' Canal Plus for all they care. It is getting moved. That game's getting moved.
Eurosport. Someone will pick it up.
Premier Sports. Someone's picking it up. For damn sure.
Yeah, a couple more comments, and then we can move on. Casual R says, Igalo said in that petition, you have to smash it. CR7 pays for himself in many ways, and plus, he's coming Prem. You'll be doomed if he goes anywhere else.
Words.
Yeah.
Facts. Totally.
Samuel says, do you think the phone call to Ronaldo was him coming on the basis Dan James was sold? No. I feel like
that was his negotiation.
I feel like as soon as we announced Ronaldo, Dan James said, my time is done.
No, you know, that phone call with Fergie, bro, CR7 just said, listen, that Dan James, I don't want to see him at Carrington. And Fred, you better get shot as well as soon as you can.
Pack their stuff in a box.
Bruno's situation is diabolical. If he took the 3 pence for Portugal's, they would have told us Bruno carried. Man,
listen.
But yeah,
look, if he's not taking pens, that's 9 off. You know what I mean? So you might as well just keep.
Bruno, when he scored the hat trick as well. Now Bruno will come good. He still
will be all right. Be all right. Yeah, no, he's a quality finisher. He's a quality finisher, so he'll be all right. All right, can we move on?
Before we move on, just one more thing. Just in spite of Peter and the Arsenal, Manchester United have officially broken the away record for most games away on the road unbeaten. Which is funny. I was just like, that's a nice stat to do. Can I tell you what's the funny thing? It's because it's this Manchester United. It's this Manchester United.
Number one, what's disheartening is this Manchester United have broken this record. And Arsenal had the top 2 records. But Arsenal won the leagues in both those 2 records that we have. United have won nothing. So this record of mine of Arsenal's being broken, it's like you know what I mean? I'm like, have it. You know what I mean? If you're not going to win the league, have it. You know the most. It's like going unbeaten. Someone's going to go unbeaten again and then not win the league. You know, 38 draws, you don't win the league.
But yeah, I did predict 7 points before the international break, and we got that. So good start. We'll see what happens. TikTok, 24 hours.
Interesting. Yeah, man. I can't believe the window shuts tomorrow, blood. It's going to be. Do you see your team making any signings before the window?
Well, I need to see what's the outcome of the Daniel James thing, and then all I just ask is, breaking news. Apparently, this is something. Renato Sanchez is set to join Wolves from Lille.
That is a good signing. If that is the case,
good signing.
That is a good signing. That is a bloody good signing.
We could have done with him, man. Man United could have done with him.
I would have loved to have had him. I'd have loved to have had him. SW6, do you see Chelsea making any more signings before the window?
Probably, maybe Koundé, maybe, but Zoom is gone now, which is unfortunate. Yes. It was good servant, man. I'm worried. Obviously, I think Odoi might go as well, you know, as much as we love him, but he needs
Dortmund they're putting on pressure, isn't it? Dortmund are putting on pressure.
So I don't know why Tuchel just ain't got the faith at the moment. I think he knows the ability is there, but he's clearly something's happening.
I know Oscar will be crying, man, when if it does happen before the window shuts. AD, Liverpool, do you see yourselves making a signing before the window shuts?
Oh man, no. But in the dream worlds, in my world anyway, we get Basuma and Traore.
Basuma and Traore. Look at this guy.
Wow.
David, Arsenal. Are they going to make a signing before the window shuts?
Well, I mean, I think the whole Willian thing has his tummy his contract.
Is that a serious question, Pete, bruv?
You don't think we can nick something?
No, bruv. Why are we not in for Renato Sanchez, bruv? Absolute
Fantastic
clowns,
question.
bruv.
How much is Renato Sanchez gone for or going for?
I don't know. I'm still looking into it, but many people have said, yeah, he's going to Wolves, which I hope that means Neves comes to us. That's what I'm hoping for.
Listen. Another striker that we've been linked with, Celtics, Eduard, whatever his now, you pronounce his name, 15 million to Crystal Palace, bruv.
15?
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy for Vieira. Let him have that.
I'll be honest though, he ain't good enough for you lot though. Honestly, he's all right.
Is it? You don't think Eduardo is that?
He's not improving your strike force, man.
That's probably fair. Let's go through the remaining games as well. Speaking on Crystal Palace, West Ham 2-2. I mean, disappointing result for West Ham at home. Crystal Palace. I mean, I'm happy for Vieira and his boys to get to first of all score goals and get a point. Thoughts on this game? If anybody watched it?
Gallagher came through for them, man. Some excellent goals.
What's his position, by the way?
Fantastic.
Really, he's a midfielder, you know.
Both of them are. Where in midfield would you say is his best position?
Attacking mid, really. That's his best position. But he was sensational for them.
Yeah, darting forward. He did both. He took both of his goals well. I'm very happy for him. Leicester City beating Norwich 2-1.
Bog standard, bro.
Bog standard. I do worry for Norwich a little bit.
They came up and they were going back down. Like Adrian said, they came back worse. So I have no sympathy for them.
Newcastle Southampton. Don't know if you caught this one. I was very happy to see Newcastle actually have a number 9. But I tell you what's a howler. You know, these men had that Adam Armstrong, and then also had Ivan Toney on the books. And they've been looking for strikers for time. And they finally got, obviously, Callum Wilson. But it was just good to see a number 9 scoring, putting the ball in the back of the net.
Mm-hmm. Proper number 9 as well. He just needs to stay fit, Callum Wilson. Fitness. I like him.
That's it.
They threw it away, though, man.
96 minute.
Nice. Oh. After scoring in the 90th. Wow.
But you know what? St. Maximum and Callum Wilson up top. Nice. Looking nice.
Nightmare. That'll cause people problems.
That will give people a headache. But yeah, James Ward-Prowse puts it, converting the penalty. I mean, it's a stupid foul as well by Lascelles.
Yeah, it was silly.
Where's Lascelles been? I feel like I had seen him in like a year.
I don't know if he went like whether he was out of the side for a bit, but yeah.
Maybe he done his ACL or something. I just haven't seen him.
It's been a minute, to be fair. I put 3 West Ham players in my fantasy with the hope of a clean sheet. Or Sam.
That's wild.
Listen, Leicester. We can understand if West Ham would win the game, but clean sheets. You
just can't bank on it. You just can't bank on it.
You're asking far too much. Brighton home Albion 0, Everton 2. Adrian, I just want to say this: I'm in love with Everton and Rafa Benitez. I'm in love with it. I am here for it throughout the season. Because I'm sitting there jealous looking at him thinking, why is he their manager? Just like I was looking at Ancelotti last season. Everton and Benitez, that's I like it, man. It's a good match. They could be the Leicester and West Ham of last season if they play the cards right. Villa 1, Brentford 1. Aston Villa, man. What's going on with them, man?
Good goal by Buendia, I think.
Very good goal. Very good goal. So was Ivan Toney.
Too many players. Sometimes when you bring in too many players at once, man, it just takes a while. And a big loss, obviously.
Because they got piped by Watford, and then draw with Brentford. I can't remember what their last game was.
They won,
but they won 2-0. I think it was.
Yeah.
But Villa. I mean, they need to get their stuff together quickly. Burnley 1, Leeds United 1. Patrick Bamford obviously has got an England call-up, his first England call-up, which makes me question, what's happened to Ollie Watkins? Where's he at?
He just came back from injury, That's why.
Was he injured? Okay. Yeah. I was
wondering
to myself.
What about Mason Greenwood? He's actually different to the other strikers you've taken. But,
is Greenwood not going?
No.
I'd assume he was going.
And I'm fine with that. Let him stay away. I don't need injuries on the international break.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's an interesting one. I didn't realise that. And of course, Tottenham Hotspur beating Watford 1-0, which puts them top of the league, 9 points. The only team with a 100% record.
Question.
Tottenham, yes.
Was it too early and too rash of us to write them off for challenging for top 4?
Just wait. Just
No.
wait.
Adrian.
Yeah.
Just wait.
I just asked a question.
Just wait. Don't
You've
worry.
asked the question because you're not sure. You've asked the question because you're not sure, not because you know the answer.
No. For me, the top 4 is set. But
Yeah, no, they're not challenging the top 4 this year, unfortunately. I mean, you know, Harry Kane's first goal will be against Arsenal, won't it, this season? It's the August drought, but then the thing is, we're still far. Our game's at the end of September, so maybe he'll get a couple against a Burnley or whatever. But yeah, Tottenham Hotspur top the table as we head into the international break, and Arsenal at the bottom of the table.
At the bottom.
And it's horrific scenes. Like the table
fantastic scenes.
is horrific for every Arsenal fan.
a man said horrific.
Yeah.
Horrific, you know.
That's how nasty it is.
How nasty.
But before we go into the awards and all that stuff, other
All that
things that
jazz?
happened this week, which was
Yes.
pretty interesting for certain teams. Obviously, Europe. You know how much I love European football. The Champions
bet,
League
yeah.
draws happened this week,
No.
and there have been some interesting ties, especially
Hey,
for
can I-
Liverpool and.
Can I
City.
go home, bruv? I'm not involved in this segment.
Oh, you gotta point out.
Hold on.
He's gone.
Man said what? Champions League.
I was gonna
draw?
say I was gonna talk about how we feel about certain groups. Obviously, Group A, the quote unquote group
Bro,
of death.
Can I keep it a
Man
buck,
City
Robin?
pissed.
Can I keep it a rock? Can I keep it a buck?
What?
You know the last time I watched a Champions League group stage game?
What?
Do you want to know the last time I watched one? Or even I even
When
knew
Arsenal
what the
were
group was. You're damn right. When Arsenal were there. 2017 is the last time I've watched a Champions League group stage match. And then it's been a long time, AD.
Good
Far
grief.
too long.
That's far
Like-
too long.
Like, look, so Group A, yeah? Man City, PSG, and Leipzig didn't even know they were in the same group. Didn't even know they were in the same group with Club Rouge. Who's going through top 2 on that? PSG, Man City?
Yes. No.
Which means
Leipzig will have a fight though, but
they'll
now
fight.
they've lost. They'll have a loss.
Yeah.
Well, they could get like 7 points actually.
They lost their manager and now they're losing Sabitzer.
Yeah,
It's
was
sticky,
like,
sticky. It's sticky, bro. It's sticky. Group B, AC Milan, Atletico Madrid, Liverpool, and Porto. Lovely
It's a
group.
good group, lovely
Tasty.
group.
Tasty group that is. Because any slip up any of those grounds, you know, you got to have your wits about you. Groups. Who's the top 2?
Revenge.
Top 2.
Revenge for Liverpool.
Who's the top 2 in that one?
Atletico is going to top that group. Now,
Not
it's
Liverpool?
all about how Liverpool do away.
Huh?
That's just what I
Liverpool are
think.
going through.
But I think Liverpool going through. Because I feel like, no, the reason I say this, I think Liverpool will go through. I think Liverpool will go through, but I feel like they're going to have a slip up here and there.
Robin's doing Liverpool
That's
dirty, man.
That's what the group is for. Liverpool are nasty in the group, by the way.
Yeah, they pam.
Yeah,
They normally pam the group. I don't think
No,
Atletico
But yeah,
will
no,
top it.
I feel like Atletico will pam them. I feel like Atletico will top the group.
You think so?
Nah,
Yeah.
man. Liverpool.
You
are
hope
out
so.
for Blood.
You
No,
hope so?
I genuinely think so. I think Atletico are going to top the group.
Listen, it's a saucy group. Nonetheless, it's a saucy group. I look forward to seeing Liverpool travel to the San Siro, and I'll have my eyes on that.
I was last time Liverpool in the San Siro. It's been forever. I was last
Say
time
again?
Liverpool in the San Siro.
I don't think I've seen it.
Have I seen it? And the amount of times
I'm
you played
talking
AC
like, it must be
Milan.
like in the 90s, 80s.
Yeah, man.
two finals, bro.
Yeah.
You know the ones. Group C, Ajax, Besiktas, Dortmund, and Sporting Lisbon. Again, a tasty group on a lower scale.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna.
Dortmund and Ajax. Dortmund and Ajax will go
I
through.
wouldn't sleep on Sporting though. I wouldn't sleep on Sporting. I could see even Dortmund going out of this group. Personally speaking.
With Haaland.
He's a juggernaut, isn't he? Yeah, but they could draw 3-3, couldn't they? They could just draw 3-3 wherever they play. It's one of those. Group D, Inter Milan, Real Madrid, Shakhtar Donetsk, and Sheriff. This is the same group last year, wasn't it?
It is. It is the exact same group, but Mönchengladbach.
Yeah.
Literally, without Mönchengladbach.
He's got this brown envelope over there now.
This is why Peter don't watch it anymore.
This is why I can't. First of all, I
What the
can't
hell
watch
is that?
a brown paper, and they want to sign Kylian Mbappe as well, at 200 million.
Peter,
Come
nobody that we know is watching that Shakhtar versus Sheriff game.
Not one. Not one.
Nobody we know.
I'm involved. I'm involved.
I'm involved.
I'm gonna take a risk.
Oh, that is a massive risk.
Well, see some goals.
Do you know what though? But it's those games that no one is gonna watch. It's gonna be the most entertaining because you just don't know what's gonna happen.
There'll be two red cards. There'll be a friggin' there'll be a flare in the ground. There'll be something like that.
Yeah.
Group E: Barcelona, Bayern München, Benfica, and Dynamo Kiev. We expect Barcelona and Bayern. We expect Barcelona and Bayern. Or Barca shot
Bayern Munich, might destroy Bayern. You know, if it's the wrong day, you know. Barcelona might be in trouble.
What, Benfica going through? Yeah,
they might be in trouble, man. That club is so finished. Like, I don't know, man.
Bro, if we see Barcelona in a Europa League clash come the new year, fam, I said down meeting West Ham. You know, it's times have changed.
They've been this is like Rivaldo days, surely.
Group F. Okay, I might entertain this one. Atalanta, Manchester United, Villarreal, and Young Boys. Oh, Source FC.
Guys. If we do not top this group, I am throwing chairs. I need revenge on Villarreal. 5-0. I need Ronaldo hat trick.
Listen, let me spoil.
I know Ronaldo knows how to play against Atlanta, so I'm fine with that.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, Robin. You're not topping this group. You're not topping this group.
Do you know what, Peter? Do you know what's funny about you? Like, you know when you judge United, you judge them with Arsenal eyes. So,
no.
So hey, listen,
why should I be confident that they're better than Atalanta and Villarreal? Who beat you in a final last season? Because you know what is put it this way: if you are from Germany, for example, would you not look at Atalanta, Villarreal, Man United as the same? They both finished
not with the transfers that we've had.
Yeah, but I've seen you sign Schweinsteiger, Falcao, friggin' Di Maria. The list goes on and on and on. Sanchez, friggin' Lukaku. We've been here. This is my argument about Manchester United. They're not going to pull the wool over my eyes until they go and do the big thing. They're not pulling the wool over me. They haven't done it yet. Even with big Ronaldo. Ronaldo's not even playing half of these games. He's not playing these away games. I can assure you, he's not going to Young Boys. That's for damn sure. Or playing on that 3G pitch.
Ollie will play it. You'll be surprised.
Do you remember Young Boys' pitch?
You'll be surprised what Ollie does.
AstroTurf.
You think Ronaldo's going to step foot on AstroTurf pitch in Switzerland? Not a chance. When it's snow, the snow is thick. By the way.
Now we got them. You know what's funny?
It's a black in his boot.
We got them first away. Guess what time?
Okay.
Guess what time?
5:45.
6.
Oh, what is
I am not. It's 6:45. We are the first game with the first kickoff.
Everything about that league, everything about the standards of that pitch. Not even 6 o'clock.
We are the first. We're the first team to kick off. Man United versus Young Boys. So get Switzerland out of the way. Atlanta, we beat them already before, so I'm fine.
It will be entertaining. It'll be entertaining because you lot will just be attacking each other. It'll be very, very entertaining. Unai again with the chess. Let's see how he plays it this time with the chess game.
I need beatings.
I think Old Trafford you will turn them over, but I think when you go to the submarine, bruv, when you go back down South Spain, bruv, I don't know, man.
No, and then they will see Ronaldo. I said, "Oh no, he's returned. He's back."
Emery's gonna go with no strikers, bruv. He's gonna say, "Listen, let's just pattern Ronaldo. That's what that matters. We'll take a draw." Group G: Lille, Salzburg, Sevilla.
This is the group I don't care about. This is the.
You know what? I've got time for Wolfsburg, innit? I like a green kit. You know what I mean? I've got time for Wolfsburg, man.
Well, graffiti and them and there.
You know them, man. Group H: Chelsea, Juventus, Malmo, and Zenit St. Petersburg. Coasty. That should be nice for Chelsea. That should be lovely.
Very nice.
Yeah, Juventus.
12 points minimum.
If you saw them on the weekend, my gosh.
Chelsea should have 18 points out of that one. Let's just put it that way.
Wow.
Let's give it a buck. Chelsea getting 18 points.
I hear it.
Getting 18 points.
We'll get a couple of draws in there.
Maybe Juve away. Maybe Juve.
That trip to Zenit. That cold trips us in it.
Listen, if there's one thing I'll give Chelsea away from home in a Champions League, they never fail. They will go to grounds, and for whatever reason, it's 2 and 3 and whatever else.
We did get out.
I used to watch them. What was it? Was it when you lot played like Krasnodar and played places like this? I said, oh, this could be tricky. Lille, they go to Lille, score there. They go to Ajax. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, don't bother watching. If you're a Chelsea hater, don't bother watching Chelsea away from home in Europe. It's a myth. There's no point. You're wasting time. It's 12 points, Chelsea. 12 points. Oh yeah, but Allegri's back at Juve, isn't he? Mm-hmm. But what have Juve done in the market? They
signed Moise Keane back.
Oh dear. Have they got Locatelli?
Locatelli as well.
Yeah, Locatelli as well.
On an initial 2-year loan. Which is interesting.
Bizarre. David, come back, bro. We're done with Champions League talk. Well, I'm sure as hell I ain't touching no Europa League talk either. And then Tottenham with their
Europa Conference League.
I can't believe Roma are there. Jose Mourinho's Roma are in the Europa Conference League with Tottenham. Hilarious scenes. That is going to be funny. Guys, goal of the week. Let's get on to the awards. Unless anybody's got any comments, by the way, Robin. Any comments on that Champions League talk, or we can jump?
No comments on the Champions League. Nah.
Cool. Goal of the week this week. There's a lot of contenders, guys. There's a lot of good goals this weekend. I'll give you Kai Havertz as one. I'll probably put up. That header was phenomenal. Who else was there? There was one.
I've got my one.
Do you know what? For me, this is a weird one. I just loved the build up to it. And I'm going to go Rodri. And I think David Anel just said it as well. I think just the build up, the pass around from player to player. And then Arsenal just looking completely lost. And then he just slotted it from 30 yards out.
Leno got buried.
I'm just like, wow.
It was a good goal. Then also Everton, I swear there was a goal at Brighton. Was it Damari Gray's goal? Another goal.
He's looking good, man. He's making humble pie at the moment.
Eat that, cuz. The beef between Richarlison and Thingy was hilarious on the penalty spot.
Hilarious.
He's such a bird. I can't stand that guy, honestly. He makes me sick. I hate that he's a good player as well.
The thing is, you know what? He'll get a move to like Barcelona. I bet even in this window, even tonight, I'm sure Barcelona could just throw in a transfer fee and he'll go.
Let's say he's going to replace Mbappe if he leaves.
Yeah, that's what PSG was looking at, but
Kylian,
I think Mbappe is staying. I think Kylian's staying.
Man.
Oh no, didn't people just said that the deal's off earlier?
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, Sunday was the deadline or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Goal of the week, guys. Who are we voting on?
I'm saying Rodri because I just loved the build up from it and everything. I just was like, wow. Especially how poor it was.
I'm going Kai Havertz. SW6, what you got?
Yeah, mine was Rodri.
Rodri, okay. David?
Rodri.
Oh, and Adrian, just for the numbers?
I really liked Emi Buendia's turn and finish.
That was a good goal.
It was a very good goal. Rodri
goal was good as well, you know.
Vardy's goal was good. Absolutely, it was good. Rodri, however, gets the goal of the week. Who is the player of the week? Conor Gallagher? By the way, his 2 goals were nice.
Oh, his goal.
I can't lie. For me, just because he just saved us.
Yeah.
I knew
we knew it. Come on.
It was coming. I don't care. I don't care. We should have been pound. And I saw quality. I saw finesse.
Listen, bro.
Champions League. So I'm going Varane. I don't care.
You're going Varane, not even De Gea.
I was going to say Varane. Varane was sublime.
There is Ferran Torres, right?
I'm saying. Yeah, Ferran Torres is there.
There is Conor Gallagher.
Today I'm being biased. I don't care.
People in the comments, if I hear a Manchester United player, I'll be honest.
Oh no, we got Antonio.
Antonio had scored. His finish, bloody hell.
He's a problem, man. He's just hungry. That's what it is. He's a guy that he knows what he can do, he knows what he can't do, and he just does what he can do to the best of his heart, man. I love it.
50 Premier League goals for West Ham as the West Ham's top goal scorer in the Premier League. Yeah. He broke the record last week, I think, with the brace. But I'm going Conor Gallagher. That's what I'm going with. So let's get voting.
Yeah, same Gallagher as well.
Gallagher as well.
Saved him,
that's a fair shout.
Yeah, man. He rescued a point for Palace at West Ham. David?
I concur, Mr. Gallagher.
Concur. You, Robin, you can stick your Varane where the sun does not bring inside. Conor Gallagher is the player of the week. Who's the team of the week?
Man was Aspie.
Yours was Aspie.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was sick.
Aspie.
There's only one team of the week.
Is there?
Yeah, Manchester City.
It is. Unfortunately, so.
I would love to give it to Chelsea. To be fair, 10 men and they went to the Anfield and got a point.
Now the thing is, there's a
That's what
good
you call
second,
robbery.
and they did fight, but I can't think of 90% possession, just constantly passing all that stuff. That
That's
can't
the
get
thing,
out of my
though,
mind.
When you do it in your, did we give them team of the week when they gave Norwich 5?
I don't think
I don't think we did.
No, because we didn't see them on TV. That's why.
They were 3 o'clock. Gold standard. Thing is, man, I don't know, man. I feel.
It was too. It's because Arsenal made it too easy for them as well. Do you know what I mean?
They didn't break sweat. They didn't break any sweat, Man City. It's like, can I give them the performance of the week, like literally, or do I give it to personally? I want to give it to Chelsea for what it was worth.
Which is a fair shout.
But listen, let's go around voting. Robin, who you got?
For me, Chelsea was a close second, but I just can't get that City thing out of my mind.
Can't see past it.
City, yeah.
David?
Chelsea.
AD?
Yeah, I'm going City, man. Like, I think to have a 10-0 aggregate in 2 weeks is disrespectful. Disrespectful.
You know what it was? After that Spurs defeat, it was like, they need a striker, They've gone and scored 10 goals in the next 2 games. One of them was against, Arsenal. Okay, whatever Arsenal you want to call it. SW6, who's your team of the week?
Yeah, I got to back Chelsea. I get the City one. I'll go with Chelsea. The context, the game, where it was, I'll give it to Chelsea.
Guys, Chelsea are the team of the week. They've nicked it. David, who's not that guy this week? Who is not that guy?
So.
Welcome back as well, bro. Because we've missed it. We've missed it for 2 weeks.
The last backing him now.
Ladies and gents, I could go. I could be at Brighton because with Charleston, I don't know. We know who the penalty taker is, innit?
Yeah.
Every team will get nominated as man. Try to take the thing, bruv. Hey, move, cuz. But don't worry, you've dodged this week, yeah. Where else could we go? We could have gone to Anfield. Mr. Boldy being too rash with the decision, VAR decision.
You got
the box.
You got it right, though.
They even stuck in the box. Hey, for your agendas, I'm coming, bruv. Relax, guys. I'm coming. But no.
We could have gone to Molyneux because a fake Brazilian.
Yeah. We got that
absolute
Brazilian
trash.
Yeah. He's
showed absolute trash.
Greatest of all trash, bro. You can join Jacques in that category as well, fam. But we shall be sticking at the Etihad, yeah. This person, yeah, was not on the bench, yeah. He could have gone to Arteta, but no. This gentleman was not in the stadium, bro. Stadium. He was not, fam.
Where was he?
Where he was? Hey, and ladies and gentlemen, we do take criminal offences allegations very seriously.
Oh man!
Oh, you're going here.
We are going here.
I would go here personally,
bro. I have questions, fam. Look at that.
He disappeared.
I'm not associated. This is viral. Like, I can't even banter about it because absolutely wretched.
It's one of those, isn't it? Like,
no. Hold on. I'm going to try to be very respectful, ladies and gents. Because honestly, yeah, this story just came out randomly. It wasn't like yellow bar. It was just popped up on Sky News. I was just like, hold on, what? So, this gentleman, why he's getting it? He's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame, bruv, yeah? Because once again, fam, you're embarrassing the Sheikh once again, guys. The last time over Christmas, man. And the reason why he's getting it, obviously, ladies and gents, the allegations are serious. He's been accused of misconduct with underage couple women still. But back at Christmas, blood, this gentleman, man, was asking for what? Big bum Latinas, bruv. Now, the PC, the investigating me is asking how old were these? Yeah. First of all, and while you're getting it, first of all, yeah, you're black in it, yeah, first. Or second of all, you're French.
In the wrong context, that sounds so hilarious.
Yeah.
You're French. Then you're French, yeah?
Yeah.
You might have been moving wild over the past couple of years. We've got Benzema and Valbuena nonsense back then. We have William Saliba with his nonsense in the dressing room. We've got Griezmann doing blackface. The French are just wild, bruv. Now
have we mentioned, by the way, the speaking on the French, have we mentioned about Ndombele and Antoine Griezmann and Konami?
Yes, we have.
Oh
no, we did.
Oh, okay.
So I wasn't there I missed that one. I missed it, bruv.
Never mind. They're wild. Let's put it that way.
You're just wild, bruv. You've come to the Premier League in 2017. You obviously got injured, yeah. You've gone and won Premier League. You've gone and won. The unseriousness of this guy. You're just pure vibes, blood. Now you find yourself in jail, bruv. Yeah, in custody, bruv. And bruv, he needs to be fired. Sheikh Mansour, pay me his wages, bruv. You just bring me those wages. I need those.
Right?
I like, bruv. If he's been suspended, Hall of Famer, inducted of not that Benjamin Mendy. Not that guy, bruv. Sort it out, bruv.
Hall of Fame worthy. Hall of Fame worthy.
Obviously, there's innocence until proven guilty, but just for the pure allegations, bruv.
He's been charged. Here's the thing. He's been charged. So
there you go.
It's not even an allegation anymore. He's been nicked.
Guy, bruv. You've been nicked, blood.
You know what I'm saying? City have suspended him until further notice, and my God.
It's embarrassing, bro.
Have you seen the footage of them of people like smashing up his car? If that is to be his car,
I'm not involved. I don't condone them things there. I don't know what it is with this country, and bro, that's your career done, innit? Yeah, you so happy to Adam Johnson, and that's why you're in there as well. You finish. Well, how old is he now? I say he's like 28.
He's
27.
27. These are your prime years, guys.
Here's the thing.
Man couldn't keep it in the trousers, blood. Or
one for your agendas is comment, yeah? Because that's the thing. When it was alleged, do you keep playing him? What do you do in that scenario?
You suspend.
You suspend, bro.
So even from last season, whenever it was, early last season.
Bro, Adam Johnson, they got him out of here, bruv.
That's true. Oh dear. He's had a howler. He hasn't learned from his mistakes.
Bro, come on, bro.
It's all he's cared about.
Bruv, they said the date was October last year, bruv. And this year as well.
It was like a few weeks ago. Like there was some allegations from a few weeks.
You're not that guy, bro.
Yeah, Hall of Fame.
You better hope they send you back to France, bruv, and they do your jail there, bruv.
Honestly,
nonsense. There was no one else. I don't know who else you're going to give it to. I could easily give it to Arteta, but he's always got it. Arsenal.
Yeah.
He's Hall of Fame, bruv.
And what's mad is this was happening in the midst of the Ronaldo to City sort of conversation. Mm-hmm. It was like right in the thick of it. And then it was just like this when they pulled this one out, I thought, bloody hell.
And let me be fair, because I don't want black people to get onto me, blood, yeah? Ryan Giggs, you can also go in there, blood. Ryan Giggs, I don't know what happened to you. I don't know the end of your conclusion of your story, but you're not that guy also, bruv. Pull it out, bruv.
This guy lost a Wells job on this basis. And then even Gylfi Sigurdsson. I mean, you know, they're having Westerns.
Bro.
They're having mares. They're having absolute Westerns.
Get them all in there, bruv. Gylfi, you're also in there, bruv.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
What's happened to him? Did you get sacked?
What's happening to him now? I don't know whether... Brother, I don't know if he's just not playing at the minute. I don't know what the latest on his situation is. But even another one I want to throw in there on a much lighter tone. There's a player at Everton, by the way, who doesn't know what game his team are playing against. He doesn't know the team that they're playing against week to week. That man is James Rodriguez. Can you believe he actually came out on Sky Sports and says, to be honest, I don't even know who we're playing this weekend. I couldn't believe the scenes. Because James Rodriguez, you're another one. Not that guy in the bin. In the bin right there.
You just go back to Colombia, bruv.
For real, not gonna lie. That President FC is looking all right. Listen, Adam Johnson, Gilfie, Mendy, Cristiano and Robinho. Listen, Cristiano, yeah? Because if that comes into fruition, this could be a whole different conversation. This could be a whole.
Oh my gosh! I don't know about this, but this looks.
What's that? Not that team. I said Icelandic SK brand. 12 players held a sex party in the stadium to avoid evidence. They left their phones behind, but forgot about the surveillance cameras in the stadium. What?
Wait! I don't believe this. Hold on.
It's that spirit of Sigurdsson. Running rampant in Reykjavik.
Hey, this is actually fact.
Oh, what do you mean they didn't? So the only cameras they thought about was their phones, not the CCTV.
No. Guys, they had it on the pitch, bruv.
Oh my god!
How
Icelandic SK brand, Hall of Fame.
That's a criminal offense.
Yeah.
Well, is it a criminal offense?
Yes, in public.
It's public indecency for starters, no? Probably breaking and entering, I don't know.
Hey, Footy Agendas is coming. Hey, Robbie, next one.
Listen, Footy Agendas, in the name, it says it in the name. Listen, honorary mention, Aubrey Drake Graham. You've been working on that album for some time, and that's the cover he came up with. A bunch of emojis of pregnant women. Nah, do you know what? Oh my days, Aubrey, you're gonna have to hold this L, fam. You're gonna have to hold this L.
Drake, bro.
Oh my days. That is funny. I'm not gonna lie. That is a funny. This is the thing, though, isn't it? He's one in life that he can do whatever the hell he wants, and people will love it. People are gonna drink it in.
Bro, the thing's got 4 million likes, bro. Mad.
There you go. Right. Guys, international break. Thank God for that. Are we going to preview the big games for after the break? Or are we not going to?
I don't want to. I've had enough. Mate.
You know, Leicester will be playing Man City. Man United against Newcastle United. Chelsea Villa at 5:30. Leeds at 4:30 against Liverpool. And next Monday it will be Everton against Burnley. The next Monday. Oh,
who are Arsenal playing?
We're at home to Norwich. Game 1 of the season. It's game 1 of the 2020-2021 season. Is at home to Norwich. I'll finally join you guys in the new year. Oh my God.
But yeah, that's it. Thanks to everyone that's tuned in, all that stuff. Remember to like, share, and subscribe at Top 4 Podcast, Twitter, Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, all that good stuff. Join our fantasy team. It's all tight. Like, anyone can win anything right now. So it's all there to fight. It's a long season. We've got one more, not that guy. Tic-tac-toe man. Brother's been touring tic-tac for ages. Baffy don't come. Hey, El Chicharito, I have fallen in love with that show. The guy that translates on Twitter is fantastic. Every time
it's phenomenal. He's become the guy over the summer because he was fuming about Madrid and Barca. But now, Mbappe, if Mbappe doesn't come, that's a howler.
By the way, guys, just as a quick aside, right? Remember when Hertha Berlin were offering money for Xhaka and that idiot Arteta said no? Good night, everyone. Have a nice night. Have a lovely night, guys.
Adrian, me and you are not friends, bro.
I'm going to sleep. See you later.
Oh, God.
What moron?
Guys, that is going to end it for this week. But that is how we end it. SW6, special guest, thank you for coming on today.
Love having me on and big up all the
representing.
Man.
Where can they find you?
Yeah.
You want to do some
literally
plugs?
The app, man. SW6, X in the middle, LDN. Twitter.
Done.
Instagram, loads of content coming. Make sure you follow Top 4 Podcast and everything as well. Share. Keep going, man.
Yes.
Arteta out, bruv. Arteta out, cuz. Get him out, bruv.
One more thing before we go.
Get him
next week. Next week is the return of the European Roundup season 2.
That's what we're talking about.
Again.
That's what we're talking about.
So don't you worry about that. European content coming your way for that head top.
For the head top. With that, people, we are out. Peace.
Sweet.